love this so far. Please tell me your thoughts on cheesecakes. Are we thinking that's strong? She can say it. Meow Mix, hi! Ray, how are you, by the way? It's good to see you. All right, let me see here. Hello. Come in and tell me your favorite flavor of cheesecake. Ooh, I had chocolate cake last night, Gothic. I wanted Mark got the cheesecake chocolate. We went to Costco the other day, and then I was like, I don't want to buy a whole chocolate cake, so we went to Cheesecake Factory, and I got a slice of Linda's favorite chocolate cake. I ate it 2 nights in a row, and I feel sad. Like, I feel like it was definitely worth it. I don't know who Linda is, but she got it in at Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, but I don't know who Linda is. Hi, Ray, how are you? Mark got cheesecake, though. How is everybody? Hi, happy Tuesday. I'm late. I also I've got a Kirkland signature coconut water. This was cheaper than other things. Who is Linda? I'd like to know. Because Linda knows how to make a chocolate cake, let me tell you. It was very sweet, but I think it satisfied my sugar cravings. And then I'm like, you know what? I think I don't eat cake for a while. I'm going to drop by the Cheesecake Factory and drop off a recipe, call it a Gothic, then walk off. Please do that, because I'd like to get whatever recipe that is. I would really love that. Hello, Hootin' Night Owl. Welcome on in. How are you today? Tell me something about you. What kind of video games do you enjoy? Please and thank you. Are the cheese caves real, chat? The US cheese caves? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh my God, there's a cheese cave. How many cheese caves are there? Oh no, that's a restaurant. Rustic cheese shop with a global selection, plus chocolate, local beer, wine, and sandwiches. Deep down, we're all Linda, and we all love cake, right, Bentham? Bentham, are you still having visits? Tell me everything. How did everything go? It looked like you guys did a lot of like Warhammer things. Did you get more minis to paint? Mostly first-person games, like shooters, or do you like walking sims, survival? Like what you got? What you got on the docket? Kurt, do you sell questions and answers? Do you sell Gorgonzola and Roquefort? Currently in stock on 6/30/21, smiley face. See all questions. Let's go. Do you have Parmesan cheese? Do you have Parmigiano Reggiano? Yes. You are enjoying the Jedi Survivor game. A lot of people are. Earlier today, did you all have a good time, Bentham? I hope you and Rick had a really good time. The cheese befitting a cave, certainly. Was a great long weekend of going to Warhammer Fest. I read that already, but did I read that already? What board games did you play? I think I read it in my brain and then didn't say it out loud. But also my memory is not working great today. Ooh, I love the Long Dark Hooting Night Owl. Survivor games are great. Long Dark is one of my favorites as well. I don't know, they took too long to release the chapters though. I still haven't finished the last one. There's too much. I don't like killing the wolves. You like COD but not Warzone? I used to play COD Zombies quite a bit. It's 2023. Who can remember anymore? Not me. Hi, Poppy. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Isn't it? Time of day. Okay. Why can't, I feel pretty creative during my Tuesdays, and then when work ends, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? If there was a setting disable heavy breathing in Long Dark, I might go back to it someday. I just found I was getting lost in the forest a lot too, and I was like, I'm constantly dying out here. It's always good motivation to replay the game. I like the story, and I know it's a small dev team, but man, I think the lack of momentum kind of slowed that down. But it's a great game. I know people like the sandbox as well. I've never really played the sandbox. I've always just done the story. I'm stuck on oh no! Sienna, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope everything's been going okay. And I hope that work's been going okay too. I'm sorry to hear your internet's being a little bit of a dookie, but I'm sending you a lot of love, Sienna. I hope it gets fixed soon. I replaced our router after stream on Sunday, and boy oh boy, it didn't fix anything. Early afternoon, I got a good amount of motivation for personal project and several more hours of work, and I'm dead, right, Gothic? Last night, y'all, I went down a rabbit hole. I cleaned out my closet. And then on my trip, I got, my Nana got me some clothes and then like gave me some of her older clothes because we're the same size. And so I was like, I gotta make room. And so I went through my closet and reorganized it. Wasn't fun all the time. I get that. Yeah, I hope your internet gets fixed. I tried the sandbox. You can get used to places. And it's a nice challenge to how long you can survive. Yeah, you probably learn the maps really well, honestly. The crunching of the snow, that game just makes you feel cold. Flick Fleet, a game about spaceship battles where you move by flicking your ships and shoot by flicking dice at opponent ships. Oh, Dead of Winter, a co-op board game about surviving winter in a zombie apocalypse. Very addictive, tense, and ooh, it's a tense board game. That sounds real fun. I love when a game like can make you sweat. Especially, I feel like that's amazing if a board game can do it. Oh no, I already took off tonight from the other job, just hoping to get it working by the morning. I'm like getting 1 or 2 of stream between buffering of 160p. Honestly, I'm so frustrated with internet. We should all get the same internet and it should all work the same. It should never have any problems. I feel like that's a fair thing to ask for, okay? I don't think that that's something that is unreasonable or impossible. Impossible, chat. It's impossible. Okay, I still haven't done my tweet. That's okay. I just need to come up with something witty to say. And to, it'll come to me. We're not playing Star Wars. I do apologize. My title does accurately state what is happening. I feels like I was watching Dan play a little bit of it earlier, and he's loving it. Yeah, it's very possible to learn the map areas, right? Man, and you take one wrong turn in a blizzard, you're down. Katie is an internet communist. No, as I started saying it, Trans, I'm like, I don't know that would work, and that'd be bad. But also, maybe people wouldn't get it taken advantage as much of. There's so many things we need to work on as a society. I'm shocked. I know, Gothic. Who am I? Hashtag impossible. We also played a PC game called Artemis Spaceship Bridge Simulator, where you network several PCs together to turn your living room into a starship bridge, Trek style. What? That sounds cool. It does sound good in theory, but I think in practice it might be more of a problem. Hi, Taka. How are you? Happy Tuesday. I'm having a burrito bowl after stream. Please calm down. I know we're all excited about it. But I am. There's so many toppings. It's in every plate. And it's got burrito. It doesn't have burrito. It has beans, rice, pickled jalapenos, guacamole, like a red pepper sauce, crispy onions, and like a salsa, like a pico. I am the pessimist belief that we should let the idiots take each other out of the pool. Well, what is that thing called? Darwin? The Darwin Awards may contain burrito. There's an asterisk. Yes, Samurai. I'm so excited. I've been loving them. Samurai. I'm getting the soup. I got excited. I'm getting the mushroom soup again. And I'm super excited about it. But I want to be comfy cozy. Let me see here. This Friday, everybody, I'm doing the interview. I hope you'll be here for it. I'm really excited about it. Please go like and retweet the tweet. interviewing Paul, who wrote and directed many FMVs that we love. I think we should get the gallery on the list of games to play. So if you got a spare follow, please go follow or retweet. Go do that on the tweet here. Get the word out. I think it's going to be a really great time. I'm super excited. We're going to do an interview portion, and then we're going to play through some of 10 dates, and Paul's going to do commentary. And I think it's going to be a good time. I'm really excited. Also, y'all should get your booties in gear and think of questions, because I'm going to ask you all to ask questions to Paul too. If you are curious about any of the FMVs we've played, the process, his creative process, all of that stuff. So please and thank you. Get your booties in a little question chair. Like if you see a chair that has oh, that's my question chair. Like sit in that and think of some questions, because now's an opportunity that you can do that. And I think it'll be really neat if you've ever been curious about the process, what goes on with making those games. I'm so stoked to talk to Paul. So get ready for that. And that's this Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. British Standard Time. Let's go. Thank you for the follows tonight, by the way. I appreciate you. What is a fun fact? Do you like cheese? This week, Ryan, hi, how are you? What did the envelope say to the stamp? Stick with me and we'll go places. Hi, Omni, how are you? This is not the tweet you were looking for. True young at heart. Because it wouldn't be, because I'm not doing Star Wars. No Star Wars. Brian, are you playing Star Wars? Also, I was going to ask you, I meant to send you a message. When you went to the St. Jude thing, the summit, when they did the tour, did you get to meet any of the kids, or did they have to keep everybody separate because, for health reasons? You're not, I'm not playing it either. Gouda is not actually that Gouda. I like Gouda. You should play a Star Trek game. I'm got my eyes on one. Questulant. I don't know. I know we have Revelations to play still. There's also the Street Fighter thing we could play tonight if we get down to it. I feel like we actually have a couple options. Well, I know what a fun fact is. I was mostly asking what is a fun fact? What I need a fun fact. Well, I'm having a burrito bowl later, Omni, so it's kind of it's Burrito Bowl Tuesday, isn't it? Pro streamer drip check, let's go. I know I'm wearing remember when this was all the thing? And I'm still wearing them I don't know, I'll never be stopped. Element Eye, how are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing fantastical. On Star Trek Fleet Command, we actually did a sponsored stream with them a while back, and the game was so much. I've played a couple mobile games, and I have to say mobile games aren't really for me, but I feel like when I played the Star Trek Fleet Command, that was so impressive for a mobile game. Would be good and potentially strange. I kind of want to make a really weird character trans. 2, disregard that 2. I actually hit my keyboard. I'm going to take that 2 into consideration. And it's a very powerful statement. A fun fact is not fun because information is power and not at all fun. Oh my God, more people die from coconuts than sharks. Good thing I'm drinking coconut water. You're playing it right now. Do you have it on your phone or the PC? We didn't get to meet any kids at the hospital. We got to meet some former patients and their families as well as a researcher. That's awesome, Ryan. That makes sense because it's probably to keep the kids safe. I don't know why. I've never done it, so I was just curious about the process. I really, I hope you're doing good, Ryan. How is your week going so far? Why can't I? Because I feel like it's got to be something witty, but at the same time, I don't want to overthink it. But that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm overthinking it. We didn't get. Oh, I read that already. But Ryan, prior to the pandemic, they let you tour the hospital and meet them. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking just with stuff right now in general, the vid isn't totally gone. So that's probably for the best, you know? Da-da-da. My Google Play. Oh, you play it on PC? Account keeps getting in the way of my syncing. Ah. It's neat that they do let you sync if you can get it to work. Merriment, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Streamer. This is a dumb tweet.
4.5 years of being a sub. Can I go on the captain's yacht yet?
Yes, you can 100% go on the captain's yacht, but you have to be in the basement portion. That'd be so mean. I can't even say it. Praxis, thank you for 57 months. Did you get your chips and queso? I felt like such a jerk. I couldn't do it. Praxis, I really hope you're enjoying your chips and queso and you can eat them on the deck of the captain's yacht. Hi, Nord, how are you? GG for not doing what the crowd is. You mean like the Star Wars? The Starbores? No, I'm just kidding. That's I just don't. It's too open world for me anyway, so I wouldn't play it. I know, Ryan. How's work been? I hope that you're doing okay. I hope all your fundraising's going good too. Hi, Sid. A Star War. Been playing. Do you like it? Praxis, how are you liking Redfall? Oops. This is the greatest tweet I've ever made. And if you don't agree with me, then that's fair. How about this, chat? Okay. Here we see a streamer caught candidly in their natural environment. Let's try to not scare her. And then my link. It's so dumb, and I'm gonna tweet it. Let's go. Had to make sure I didn't have any typos. I'm not sold on Redfall yet. Perfection. What was that guy who did the thing? Yeah, I hope you know what I'm talking about. I've seen a little of the combat in Jedi Survivor. It looks a little intense. Not sure if I'd be any good at it. It looks tiring. Ironically, the environment can be quite scary. It's true. Mark had to take my tripod tonight, so I couldn't get a picture. And so I just used this camera tonight. And I was like, this is as good as it's gonna get. Also, I'm realizing more and more how outdated my camera is on my phone, but I like to pretend that it still works. It does work okay. I just don't want to have to go get another phone. Hi, 612. Oh my gosh, do people actually think I'm playing Star Wars? But I'm not playing it. Hi, 612. You're not late. You're precisely on time. How are you doing? Everybody do your best Wookiee impression. You go first. You're being silly? Okay. I was gonna say, oh no, do people think I'm actually playing it? Very nice. 612, that's a 20 out of 10. Let me tell you, that is the best I've seen tonight. A lot of people like it. You're not sold on Redfall, but you got on Xbox Game Pass. It's good, but the performance issues suck. Are you playing it on PC or on console, Praxis? I have 1 whole month to play and finish the game. Did EA Play Pro for $14.99 and we'll cancel it. Hopefully you can get it all done in that time. Ooh, Lurker, that's a very nice Wookiee impression. I won't try it. I heard Redfall. I probably did based upon, you know who. You're moving in 9 days and we haven't packed, so I've had to put... Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to shoulder you like a football player. I've had to put my streams on hold till after May 12th. How are you doing? Okay, Acid. Moving is stressful. I hope you've budgeted some time for yourself in that process. I need a new phone. My current one is sold. I can't get most apps about them. I'm just like... It's getting to the point where I can sense that my phone is moving towards extinction. And I'm like, that seems like annoying that I gotta go actually do this. Hi, Mike. Redfall sounds like a fun time. I'd be into it. What is Redfall? I don't actually know. Is it a first-person shooter? Is it a PvP? Is it a story game? That's how I played the first game. Oh, Katie. What, Ryan? That reminds me. Tell me. Redfall. I am going to make this game. Let me just talk to some of the people I know and keep your eyes peeled. I've been having an ongoing ear infection and some other health stress, to be honest. Gotta find a new therapist as well. Oh no, acid! It's just one of those seasons of life where like it's just overwhelming. I'm so sorry. I hope that every little check you can get on your list helps relieve a little bit more of that stress. You find exactly what you need. I'm cheering you on. So Acid, if you're ever like dealing with something, just picture this. Go Acid, go! And it's like a little me on your shoulder. I'm doing all right, Mike. I'm ready for the weekend. So if we could make that happen soon, I'd be into that. Ooh, Ryan, do it. I'm so far behind on DMs. I'm doing my best to get caught up. I'm doing it, and I'm hoping that I can continue to catch up. But I want to know I want to know what you're sending me, Ryan. I'm excited about it. You're behind on Dungeon Masters. What's that, Virulent? Gonna clip that. Do it and just imagine me on your shoulder. Do. On your DMs, I know, Virulent. I get it now. Hi, Bolt V. How are you? Tell me about the games. Look kind of like Left 4 Dead. But fighting vampires. Well, I just do that in my real life. So, like, what's the point? What if vampires were real and we had a curfew every night? Can you imagine? It's like, sun's down. Everybody get into your homes. Katie the Vampire Slayer. And I'd be more like just wearing a garlic necklace and being like, please, I don't want to have to hurt you. I just like go back to your home. And that would be the extent of my slaying. Oh no, 612. So they do exist is what I'm getting from this. We went to a LAN party over the weekend. We collected 1,200 pounds of food for the food bank. Hell yes, Praxis. What games did you play? And that's awesome that you did stuff for the food bank. I might want to turn into a vampire if they were real. I love garlic. I'd be fine. I know if I became a vampire, does that mean I can't have fettuccine Alfredo anymore? Like, what does that mean for my fettuccine Alfredo consumption? Like, you can't have fettuccine Alfredo without garlic in it. They do, at least she does. Daybreakers was the opposite. It was a society of vampires and they had a curfew. That's interesting. Mostly Jedi Survivor and some Star Citizen and Quake, of course. Whoa, Quake. Same answer for zombie apocalypse. The rest of y'all have fun trying to survive. Well, God, like, I already know I'm getting taken out soon. Like, as much as I like to think I do okay, my vision is so bad. My glasses fall off. Crunch, crunch. I'm a goner. All right? Vamp shows up. I'm eating a chicken Kiev for the 5th day in a row. He wanders off dejectedly. Depends on whose mythos your vampirism falls under. Pretty sure vampires throw up regular human food. Sepatons, that's what we do in the shadows has taught me. I think that sparkly vampires of Washington State can eat garlic. Oh, yeah, they probably could. They can walk around during the daytime. Say it. Vampirism, nailed it. Can cure eyesight. Ooh, please. I'm just gonna willingly become a vampire. Didn't think about the glasses, right? What if I break my retainer? There's no orthodontics on the other side of an apocalypse. There's no ophthalmologists. You know what? My brain does this thing where I think about all of the medical issues you can get as you age and how there's no doctors. Big Daddy, 61 months?
61 months of candle salad, Christmas mayo, and lung butter.
Oh no, I forgot about the lung butter. Big Daddy, thank you for 61 months. I cannot believe the lung butter has returned. Did it ever really leave? Big Daddy, I adore you. Thank you for 61 months. I'm so grateful you're part of this community, and I am very grateful you've stuck with me for so long. I love What We Do in the Shadows. I binge watched the last season so quickly. Hi, Jason C. Daniels. My fungi. Oh, you're going the Last of Us route. I see. I can see that you are not playing Star Wars. What is it that you are doing? I don't know. Talking. And their bodies don't process it, just gain fat. So like vampire, wait, then it would just stay in their bodies forever? I love What We Do in the Shadows. It's one of my favorites. Say goodbye to fettuccine Alfredo. I think Praxis. Oh no.
Screaming Froggy has feelings about lung butter.
I mean, that makes sense. Don't we all? Thank you for 200 biddies, Praxis. I appreciate it. Oh no. Oh God, it's been 0 hours since lung butter has been mentioned. I think you might be taller than me, so I would be a little bit awkward. I'm 5'3". Okay, I'm 5'6", so just imagine I'm only 3 inches tall, because that is how tall I'd be on your shoulder. Your teeth grow back if you're a vampire. Is that true? If I become a vampire, I unironically laugh like that puppet vampire. I'm totally not laughing maniacally right now. You did this. You hang up. No, you hang up. Is this a long con fake out though? Hi Myth, how are you? Commercial break. Yep. There are ads here. When I was a kid, I used to call it biscotti. I'd be like, biscotti. I liked it, Jason. I don't want to spoil anything, but I did like it. I'm new enough here that I don't think I want to know what lung butter is. I can only assume a byproduct of COVID. Y'all, for those of them who are, Jet, for those of them who are unaware of the lung butter, do we tell them and ruin their lives? 612, you're on the right path. What illness did I have that set into motion the lung butter? I can't remember. Was it when I had COVID? Was it the COVID or was it another illness I had? No? Ignorance is bliss. Dracula said, I don't drink wine, alluding to not eating like a normal human. Well, Dracula's very dramatic, okay? Hi, Tail. How are you? Good day. I'm only 5'19". Please tell me that's how you introduce yourself. Like, if everyone's like, what's your height? You're like, I'm 5'19". Oh, no, Bald V. Blah, blah. No. I'm all in favor of ruining lives. It's probably better to not listen to me. It's Odious' fault. In that lung butter is a thing here, and I think it will always be that way. We live in a state of low every time. Oh no! I think lung butter is 100% worse than homemade Christmas mayonnaise. I must internet the lung butter. No, save yourself. Wine tastes like ash to them. I think it was in Mercedes. Wait, I don't even know what that is. Yeah, it's Costco coconut water. Yeah. I went to the store, and you want to know why I got it? Because it's nature's Gatorade. I got the Kirkland Signature coconut water, organic, in the little bottles so I can drink them. I'm trying to have less sugar or added sugar. Like, I still will have, like, fruit sugar. I ate chocolate cake last night, but I'm trying because, you know, health. I've been trying to do a lot more cardio. I've been doing a lot of less sugar and fruits and veggies and stuff. I never had coconut water before. There's another kind I like that's like it's pink and it's in the bottle. This one's not as sweet. And they're both, a lot of the ones have added sugar in it. And I'm like, what? How? It's still gross, yeah. Health. I'm running to Costco. I'm setting up shop in Costco. Though, have you ever thought about this? If you're staying in a grocery store, like some of the food's going to go bad at some point. And it's going to smell really bad. You know what I'm saying? Like those rotisserie chickens are going to rot at some point because I'm not eating them. Chocolate without adding sugar is disgusting. Agreed, Violent. You have BJ's. You must be, I would assume, I don't actually know. I'm assuming because I grew up with BJ's on the East Coast. Out here, there's Costco and Sam's Club, but there's no Sam's Club where I live. You can use that to compost. True W, Scott. That now you're thinking with chicken. An apocalypse is probably smelly in general. You're right. It's gonna smell bad no matter where you at. Yeah, that's true, Gothic. So maybe it's like, you know, the rotisserie chickens. Not so bad. We have BJ's, Costco, and Sam's. Big Daddy, why do you live at the Mecca? I want to go there. That brings up an interesting question. Would you consider breaking certain traditions, like being a vegetarian in the event of an apocalypse? I might have to survive. Like, I don't think I could be picky if I was starving and they're like, here's some chili in a can. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might have to be like, guess I'm having this now. Yes, East Coast. That's where I'm from. I'm from the East Coast. True Sepatons. Nasty smells contributing to why I'm unwilling to try to survive in the apocalypse. Yeah, I'll let my glasses get crunched. They can have me. I mean, I've seen The Walking Dead. That does not seem fun. Oh, gosh. It's already smells bad where you're at. We got a BJ. Wow, some of you live at the Mecca. What is a vegetarian zombie to do? Yeah, if I'm a vegetarian, I become a zombie. Do I just eat grass? Canned chili will be a delicacy in the first year of the apocalypse. 100%. People are going to be like, hey, did you get any of that canned chili? And they're like, it's protein and saucy. We have a Hebes here. Is it Heb? Hebe? H-E-B? Hebs? What is that? It's better than Costco? Is it a grocery store? The Walking Dead goes on way too long. I stopped watching after a certain... Oh, it's H-E-B? Can I call it Hebe? Did you go to Hebe today, Praxis? Everybody where you live is like, oh my God, please. No, you're saucy. But if you can't find a can opener, you smash that sucker into a wall? I don't know. You got to find something sharp to bang it against. No, don't call it that. How come? Is it just 8? Oh, it does? Well, I don't know. I don't want to say that. Why is it spelled that way then? What does it stand for? H-E-B. Vegetarians or grains? 100%. You use nails? I'm sure you could find something to break it open. I've seen enough survival movies and games. You can find a way to open a can. It's the name of the founder of the company. Oh, okay. Well, I'll call it H-E-B because I didn't realize that. Runs off to invent a shark-shaped apocalypse can opener. Do it. Get it. Go to Shark Tank. It's perfect. By just pushing down on it and twisting repeatedly. Would it wear down the metal on the edges then? Is that what that does? Grains. I mean, Gothic, I'm impressed that you got that joke. Like, I wouldn't even thought of that. Like, grains is so genius. In the long dark, you lose a certain percentage of food. You can use a rock to smash a can open. That's true. So what is HEB? Like, what goes on at HEB? It unbends the crimp that sealed the can. Got you. But it seemed appropriate. I love it, Gothic. It was great. I feel like that would be me. If I was a zombie, I'd be screaming for bread objects, mac and cheese. I don't want brains. I just want carb-related dishes. And if someone can't bring that to me, guess I'm not gonna be a good zombie. This Walking Dead, they're on 9, aren't they? I think I stopped watching season 7. Vile, thank you for 9 months. Hello, happy 9 months. We got a sub baby. That sub baby is gonna be a terror. Because, you know, babies are a lot of work. Vile, thank you so much for 9 months. How are you? It stands for a holy entity breb. Oh, that's what it does stand for. A bowl of mac and cheese could look close enough to brains. Yeah. I'm gonna try not to think about that too hard. If I can't get a pasta as a zombie, I'm gonna riot. Looks like it ended at 11. 11 seasons? It's not on anymore, right? Oh, that's cool, Braxis. I remember during COVID, I got a big old container of like emergency mac and cheese. Should I eat that? Like, it's gonna go bad at some point. I should look. What did we get? We got like, because, you know, we didn't know what was gonna happen. Did you not like, oh, Big Daddy, was there a catalyst during the prison season that you didn't like? You had a 13-hour workday. Can you relax tonight, Vile? Hi, Vex. It is. There's Fear of the Walking Dead, but that's been going on for years. Simpsons still going. Yeah, there's a lot of shows that are still going. South Park, Family Guy. All of them. You stopped watching during the prison season? It just stopped keeping my interest. I kept going after that. Dude, one of the worst character deaths was that season. For me. Maybe not for others. For me. Made some instant noodles with black bean sauce. What's black bean sauce? Oh, you stopped at the CDC season? Honestly, I could see that, Gothic, because that whole thing pissed me off. But I don't remember much anymore. I remember liking that season. I was like, being in prison is a genius idea during an apocalypse. And then I got so pissed off because people got in the way. Walking Dead, yeah. Family Guy's still going, yeah. It was so frustrating. And that's true, Big Daddy. So should I wait 25 years before I eat it? I don't want to think about time. I kept up. It used to be Mine 2 Element. Like, Mark and I went to Comic-Con and went to Hall H to see them do a panel. And I was so excited. It was like Christmas morning wonder for me. And now it's so weird to walk away from it. The Terminus season, I think, was the turning point for me. I think it was 100% the Terminus season. And we stopped watching. Like, how do you go from loving something that much to like not? I need to, you know what, Bentham, do you think it's worth powering through some of the middle seasons? It was interesting that it became more about enemy living people, and then they just tried to do it over and over again. 100% trans. Like, it was just about people being the problem, and the zombies were manageable. Hi, Ackerman. Hello. Oh, God. I've lured them in with Star Wars. I think the whole Negan thirst is really gross. Negan's an interesting character. The books are so much, like the graphic novel's so much worse. I think, oh God, what's his name? The actor who plays Negan, like, has a charisma. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. That kind of makes him, I think that's what makes people thirst, is the actor, not really the character. I watch like a bunch of horror movies. I've watched a lot of gory stuff. Like, I've seen a lot of movies, TV shows. There was one episode of The Walking Dead that made me feel physically nauseous. And I think you all know which episode that was. And I think it was because it was a character that I loved. Two characters I actually loved. And yeah, I physically was like, I don't feel good. Mark and I got up at 6 a.m. to watch it so we wouldn't get any spoilers. I had the pot of coffee ready to go. It like get kicked on. And so I got out of bed and I got a cup of coffee. We watched the episode and I felt physically sick that whole day. I'm nervous because everyone says it fell off hard. Sienna, I need to maybe jump back in too. Yeah, right? People are always the worst. Hi, Chris Hickey. How are you? Hello from Tennessee. Well, welcome on in. Nobody did a zombie better than George A. Romero, in your opinion? He's like the OG, though, you know? It's definitely not perfect, but I think they got better. Okay. Because I definitely wouldn't rewatch the stuff. I think I'd just pick up where I left off. I did watch Last of Us. It was torture. Oh, my God. And, like, that's the thing. I don't like the movie Hostel or I don't like any of Eli Roth's stuff. His stuff is just kind of there for shock value. Which I guess that's maybe some people's things, but that episode, oh fuck, that was bad. But the stuff happened in the graphic novel. It might be fictional, but dude sired the Winchester brothers. I've never seen Supernatural. I got overwhelmed when I saw there's like 20 some odd seasons. Yeah, Jeffrey Dean Morgan is great. You felt confuzzled? I am Hootin' Night Owl. I'm watching that as well. I think it's on MGM Plus. I think I'm halfway through it. I've loved it so far. Shaun of the Dead's great. Yeah, I don't like Roth stuff. I mean, he's an interesting dude. The entirety of Supernatural, when I started working from home. Did you like it, Big Daddy? I stopped Eli Roth's movie because the horror elements. Yeah, can't get past the dialogue. It doesn't age well. It's kind of like Quentin Tarantino movies for me. Him and Eli Roth. I just can't. I haven't seen that one, Chris. One of my mods, Genova, really wants me to watch it. Hootin' Night Owl, they made me get MGM Plus. Like, there was 2 episodes that were available, and then they're like, now you gotta get MGM Plus, and I felt taken for a ride. You're in the US. Did I just get taken advantage of by Prime? The Dune trailer's coming out tomorrow. Are you excited, Praxis? About his movie's been a while, but still, yeah. A lot of people love that movie. I think I'm gonna watch that.
Gravy.
I think I might save it for the season 3 if Katie hasn't seen that. Oh God, Cabinet Fever was so bad. I don't remember why I watched that. Did we do a movie night for that, or did I just watch it with Mark? I don't remember. No, it wouldn't. It said I had to buy MGM Plus. So maybe I just started watching it before it was all available, and then Prime just decided to ruin my life, you know? Wouldn't be the first time Bezos tried. Cabin in the Woods is much better. I have seen Cabin in the Woods. We watched that on a movie night once, too. I get them confused, yeah. Well, okay, so Set Batons, have you seen Clockwork Orange? It's not horror per se. The ultra-violence reminded me of that. What are your thoughts on that? My least favorite Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those papers? Yeah, I refuse to watch those movies because the director's a pedophile. I think they've made 3 of them, and I don't think it's common knowledge, but the dude's a bad person, so I'm like not going to support your work. I wasn't impressed. Me neither. I got to watch Clockwork, and you fucking got to watch Clockwork Orange in English class? Pustulant. Did they edit out stuff? I have so many questions. I didn't know that. I also don't know the director. He's not super famous, but yeah. And Requiem for a Dream are in the same bucket of just through the roof odd. Let me fact check myself. I'm pretty sure. Yep. Oh, I'm not going to read this. I'm just going to say, if you're curious about that, look it up. It's going to be too triggering to talk about for people. So, dude's not a good dude. So I won't watch his movies. And I'm talking about the director of Jeepers Creepers. Hello! Requiem for a Dream? That's a movie you only need to see once, I think. And then it's like, okay, I watched it. Rod, my lovely friend, how are you? How was your stream? Everybody go follow my friend Rod Johnston. If you've not followed Rod yet, I will fight you. And boy, oh boy, put your dukes up. Hi, Rod. How are you? How was your stream? What'd you do? I hope you're doing really good. Also, Rod, we're talking some horror movies. Rod has a fantastic podcast with Josh and Continue, and they talk all things horror movies. And I've been a guest on it a few times, which, Rod, that reminds me, I gotta write you guys back. We've done mostly shark movies when I've been on, and but they talk about a new horror movie almost weekly. So go listen to Murder Moose. That's what the name of the podcast, by the way. That is a shame. Yeah, a lot of it. Can we fight anyway? Hi, Arcane. How are you? Toasted Raccoon, what's up? Hi, Nineless. Berserker, what's going on? It's going down for real. Nailed it. I'm in a weird mood tonight, chat. I'm drinking coconut water, and we're talking about everything. Many times over the summer, and then I realized I was in a depressed slump. So, Gothic, do you think it has rewatchability? You know what sucks is like there is a huge long story arc in that, and the only thing anyone ever talks about is the sexy time moment. And everybody's like, "Oh!" And I'm like, "Do you not understand the context in which why that was happening?" I think we did do The Fly. That's right. Dude, that movie was so gross. But it was good. I just think it's so interesting when movies are becoming like they're controversial and it's just like, y'all think on a societal level that so much is put on controversy that isn't, I don't know. I'm not sure, Tail. Am I always in a weird? I've lovingly embraced myself. I'm definitely not a bland personality. Everything but Star Wars. Everything but the double-ended big old dildo. That movie's not an easy watch. It's such a gross scene with context. But like that thing that I always get frustrated with is that people, you know, make a big deal out of these things and they don't take into account the context. Like, for example, you know, he needs some milk thing, right? That meme. I used to think that was so funny. And then I saw the whole video. And I don't know if any of you have seen the whole video. And I got very sad about it. And like Mark said to me as we were watching, he's like, I hope that guy's okay. There's just so much that we don't take in with context. And I feel like we're in a whole like Wild West, because when I was growing up, like we didn't have phones and like cameras with us at all times. And we weren't fed information at such a rapid rate, and things aren't cropped and cut and just discussed on a very minute level. And I'm just very curious what that will end up doing to us. Pumpkins. Punky. Rod, I adore you. Everybody, please go follow Rod. Vissy, hi, BB. How are you? Sexy times. Especially when you see the OG from the 50s. We watched the one with, why can't I remember this glorious man, Jeff Goldblum. It's par for the course. We love a hot take here. Hi, Dalf. How are you? Has become more important than quality products. Yeah. It depends on the context. I mean, Everything Everywhere All at Once had lots of fights with sex toys is great. I liked that movie. I liked it enough. I didn't have the same connection to it that I think other people did. I thought it was a very, very, like, I mean, the freaking thought alone and the ability to pull that off creatively and tell the story that they told, phenomenal. But it didn't hit me as hard. And I don't know if I'm just slightly, my expectations are too high or like, or what? Right, Jason? Yeah. Vissy, how dare you? Because I say Uno reverse. Nailed it. Hi, Demez. I think it does have a rewatch value. The song Lux. Oh, God, I can't say this. Eterna from the soundtrack is so good. The music in that movie is great. Being a provocateur and provocative. Like, I will say Eli Roth movies are gratuitous. And then, like, I think horror can be used to tell a story and be used in a way that's not, I don't know, is provocative even the right word? No, gratuitous is what I said, not provocative. Because I think, doesn't provocative somewhat have a positive connotation to it? The hot chip guy? I didn't see the fly too. I almost said the hot chip too. Very heavy depiction of drug addiction. It's hard to watch once and doesn't get easier on repeats, I imagine. The other thing I was thinking about is like Train Spotting has been something that people have recommended to me for Katie hasn't seen that, and I'm curious about it. Rod, you're the best. Jeff Goldblum doesn't. Hi, Tyler. How was the store? A national treasure. Am I what Nicolas Cage is stealing? The sexiest man alive. He was super attractive. Like, he was doing lots of shirtless moments in that movie. I didn't have a cell phone until I was 26. I got one. We had family cell phones when I was younger. And then when I went to college, I had my own cell phone. But I was on my parents' plan. And then when I was like, after I was married is when I finally was like, we're going to get our own phones. You should totally watch the OG from the 50s. It's hilariously terrible. I've gotten very picky about what I watch lately because I feel like I don't have much time. But if I ever have a moment, I'm like, I need something silly and an old horror movie, I'll slap that fly on the wall. In a movie style. On day 2 of being paid by a job, I can't get into the building to do the work. Delph! Oh my God! Hi, Chris. How are you? To my sister the other day that you know we're old because when we went out to celebrate my birthday and neither of us had our phones out recording everything we were doing. I saw Everything Everywhere all over the weekend. It made me cry a couple times. It's definitely a very beautiful story. I'm like, am I dead inside? Because I didn't get as emotional. And I think I know what it was. I think so many people had built it up for me to be like, oh my God, it emotionally wrecked me, that I was already like braced for it. Do you know what I mean? It hit me so hard just because of the Rich Wayman speech. It's a beautiful movie, and I think it deserves to win the awards that it has, and the actors did a phenomenal job. I still need to see that. I think it hits people who've already had those types of thoughts a bit harder. I mean, not to be rude, but like, I think is that the assumption that I have not? Just went to torture porn for me. Yeah, he's full torture porn. I hope you can get into the building, Dalf. I'm more meaning like provocative to do some things for the sake of causing a disturbance. Yes. The hot chick too. I'm really far beyond on chat. I'm sorry. I finally got the word that they fixed it an hour after start time, so I got a second day start tomorrow for sure. I hope you can relax a little bit. And if they can't work into a movie, that's fine. But one thing to have to be part of the art and another to just have it be there to be there. Yes. Booch. You got Booch. What's the flavor? And Panda. I hope Panda's tasty. I haven't seen The Room. Oh, hi, Mark. Train Spotting is a good watch because they go for pure shock rather than using it to make a point. And I'm back. Con Air. I loved Con Air. All the movies that I've loved for Katie hasn't seen that have been the ones that I don't think I was even expecting. You need to see The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I do want to see that, Rod. The sports movie, the one constantly slept was Miracle. I thought it said Chris. I thought it was Miracle Ear. Were there commercials for Miracle Ear when I was a kid? Try so hard to not overhype things. Yeah. I've been there before being dead inside. I think we all have. We've all had moments where we feel a little bit. Listen, I know, like, I'm way behind on chat, but Titans, like, we weren't even talking about that stuff. And also, I've been on the internet long enough to know it's a trap. General Akbar has told me many times it's a trap. We're not doing advice for that. It's Tropical Punch? Oh, you texted me? It's not the Synergy brand. Do you like it? Do I need to try this? Ooh. Ooh, I've never had this kind before. Is it good? Is it Gouda? It's top 3 Nick Cage movies. Miracle Ear still has commercials. What is Miracle Ear? I don't remember, but I know what it is. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I can picture the Miracle Ear commercials. Is it an over-the-counter hearing aid? I know, Tyler. The big ass bottles. That just means you can put it in there and like pour out like little portions for yourself. I went to the grocery store and they were out of spicy queso popcorners. I'm so sad. Bold V, did they say when they're getting more? Hi, Chiro. I know. I'm not playing it. I have not tasted yet. Un momento. Holy shit. Uh-oh. Good, bad? You're like, this is trash. He was promoted to general. Wait, I don't fucking know. I clearly don't watch or pay attention that much to Star Wars. I have... Look. This is the holodeck, chat. He's General Akbar to me. I think Star Wars is a universe that people love. That's just like a fact. But it's just not something I just don't have the time for it. And I'm realizing that that's okay. Admiral Akbar. I'll remember the alliteration next time. The holodeck is as empty as my head. Let's go. We weren't talking about Star Wars. You're right. The Daleks are going to be pissed, Jason.
Mom, I was trying to find the exit.
Oh, yeah. So
I checked the map and there doesn't appear to be one more.
Yeah, like it's down the hall to your left. I mean, to your right. And then it's down like a bunch of stairs. And then there's like an elevator to the basement. And then you have to walk down another hall. So yeah, I'm going to get a map. I'll get a map for you, Miley. I've been trying to draw it out. Thank you for 71 months. That is a large number. Miley, how are you? I adore you. Y'all go follow Miley. How is everything? Do you like it, Tyler? It's actually really good. No aftertaste. I think I have a new favorite. I'll have to try that one. I've not tried it. Star Tours. I remember when Akbar was just a lieutenant. I remember when Akbar was a private in the military that he's in. I don't know. She has me confused for someone else. Nuh-uh. It's facts. I only spit facts here, okay? But yeah. I don't know. There's my rant about, I don't remember what I was ranting about. But we have fun here, you know? You spit facts and rhymes. I try. Don't believe it. Wow, y'all just like coming in hot. Please don't spit. Hi, Liv Foss. How are you? Yana, hi. How are you doing? How's your day? You sit on a throne of lies. Oh, wow. He did show up in Clone Wars. I didn't know that. Can I ask, like, who here in chat is a big fan? Big fan of Star Wars? Much like Trek, they use naval military roles in war. Said Santa wasn't real in a podcast, and she is a liar. Santa is real. You're right. Santa is totally real. If you believe it is. He is. I own my own lightsaber, but are you a super fan? I watch most Star Wars. Doctor Who here. I prefer Star Trek, same. Does medium count since I can't stand the other fans? Like, oh, I see what you're saying. Like, you like Star Wars, but you don't want to be accounted, like, amongst the super fans. I love Andor, but Book of Boba Fett was okay. Episode 1 through 3 don't exist. I'm a big fan of but there are some... God, I can read. I'm a big fan, but there are some holes in my Star Wars experience. I see that. There's so much that there's going to be. Like, I think with Star Trek, that's how I've started to feel. I'm not part of the 501st or anything, but I'm a pretty big fan. I follow Star Wars. I know what the 501st is. Does that make me in the know? Google says Admiral Akbar is a species called Mon calamari. Is he a squid person? I follow Star Wars, but I'm not a big fan. Yeah. The OG trilogy. Well, I should have known it was Admiral Akbar, but, you know, he could be a general today. A lot of people seem to like the Clone Wars TV show. Just got off the phone from planning a trip to see my son in a month. That's so exciting! Viana, I'm doing all right. I'm looking forward to the weekend.
Oh, look a button.
Hello?
Happy 29 months, Katie.
Oh my goodness!
Piper's the same number of my very first episode of Gone that lead me here to this awesome space full of lovely sharks led by a fantastic captain.
Me!
KatiePL Pipers, thank you for this awesome time. And thanks to Gothic for my gift sub. Kpug, here's to many more months.
Many more months.
Groove.
Thank you so much, Gothic, for gifting a sub to Zelda. Happy 29 months. How are you doing, Zelda? I hope you're doing fantastic. I try to hold the fort down. We'll see how things go. But I appreciate you. I hope you're doing really, really well. Also, Zelda, are you a big Star Wars fan? I'm asking people if they're Star Wars fans. Clone Wars is pretty fun. Oh, the squid people are the other. Oh my gosh. May the 4th is in less than 48 hours. Yes, and it's one of the worst days of my life. A lot of people love it, and I hate that day. I have my reasons for it. That was the day Kodo passed away, and I think I will forever hate that it is on a day that people celebrate. But I can't change that, so I just have to accept it. Clone Wars was better than it had to be. It's a good time. Hi, Dunin. How are you? I'm so excited you get to go visit your family, Viata. I hope you're excited, and I hope it's easy planning. Clone Wars was one of the few side projects that didn't get the purge of the Disney canon reset. You're allowed to hate days you don't want. I have days that I am not a pleasant person on. Yeah. I know, it's like a fun day for people. And I never want to but so if you don't see me telling everybody, may the 4th be with you, that's why. That's the only Star Wars things I liked as far as I remember. I find Star Wars pretty boring overall, but I watched a lot of Clone Wars. Clone Wars seems to bridge the gap for a lot of people. Like, Clone Wars seems to be the one thing that people are like, yeah. Clone Wars seems like it has grabbed a hold of the fandom and everybody loves it. Star Wars was your first game on Nintendo 64. I mean, I did play pod racing on N64, and that makes me kind of a fan. You're getting a standing desk, Tyler? Frick yes! Is it one that you can hit a button, or is it just like a standing desk like mine? I'm excited for you! I should hibernate in the winter. I would if I could get away with it. Meanwhile, I only made it through 2 episodes. Rob, really? Yawn City? Rob, spill the tea. Motorized. Hell yes, Tyler. I'm jealous. You can hit a button and then you'll be standing. Welcome to the club. Let's go. Standing desks are great. I love being able to stand and sit. It's an awesome time. Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. I haven't heard of that one. I have a standing desk at work that doesn't go high enough for my giant ass. Because you're tall, Rod. Right? I think you're tall. Wait, are you tall? I've heard it gets a lot better, but the early episodes are hard to get through. You're 6'3". You're tall! I knew you were tall, but I didn't know you were 6'3" tall. It will help me in the long run because I sit more than 18 hours a day. Yeah, I got my standing desk because I know I work at the computer too, and I'm like, I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna stand a little bit. The beginning of the Clone Wars can be a little slow, but it's one of those that gets better after a few episodes. I know you're gonna love it, Tyler, because then you can also sit down if you want to. When I first got my sitting desk, my legs were so tired, and I was like, what? Is this sad? Like, my legs hurt from standing. Was it just me, chat, or did anyone who had a standing desk also do that? Not a fan at all. You're allowed to be a fan. Zelda, I hope you enjoy all the Star Wars stuff that you have. Episode 1, that was a PS1. I remember liking that one, but couldn't get past maybe the second level. Got you. Do you have a favorite Star Wars Zelda, like a favorite movie or a favorite show? Ba-ba-da-bam-bam. Things only internet friends say by KPP. How tall are you? Gothic though, my feet hurt too. Like I was shocked. I was shocked that my body hurt from standing at my job. But that's part of the point for me. Yes. It's not basketball tall. I think it's tall. I don't meet many people who are 6'3". I'm hoping my feet won't hurt too much. You'll get used to it. I got used to it pretty quickly. It was just weird. Like, oh my God. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh yeah, Tyler, you'll be fine. I had been sitting for years. I had some adjusting to do. When I was in the office, I couldn't stand at my desk because it made getting home worse. Oh my gosh. I was thinking of Hand of the Empire. Wait, what is that? I don't know what that is. I'm feeling freakish? You're not freakishly tall. I just don't meet people that are 6'3", usually. 6 foot's usually average, so I would say you're above average. I'm above average for what an average woman's height is. Of the minute lean needed to get that low? Yeah, that's the one thing. If you're tall, like having to reach down for things would suck. But if you have to get something up on a high shelf, I'm jealous. Watching something in that universe, my watch list is infinitely long. I know. I'm 5'11", but I'll just round to 6 foot. The Clone Wars show for me of all the things I've watched in the original Star Wars trilogy. OG Star Wars. The you know who 6'3" is definitely short? Wookiees. Wookiees are big, right? They're tall. I don't know actually. I mean, I remember the Wookiee Chewbacca was tall. But was that just Chewbacca? 5'1". I accept no responsibility for this. I'm 5'10" and I feel short. I think this is another thing I think that's very silly, is that society makes people feel insecure if they're too tall or they're too short. A lot of people have said to me, like, I thought you were taller. And I'm like, do I give off tall girl vibes? Like people think I'm really tall. And I'm like, I don't know how or why people think that. That's because you're face down, ass up. I am best at making people feel old, not short. That is true, Tyler. I think I'm exactly average woman height. I was a tall little kid, though, only a few inches taller now than when I was 9. And apparently when we get older, chat, we're going to lose height. We're going to shrink our little bodies down. Our bones are going to crunch up together and we're going to lose a few inches. I give off tall girl vibes. I do, but what does that even mean? Hi, Andrew. I'm confident? I don't know. I don't feel like a confident person, but I think maybe in the last year, I've gotten a lot more confident. I don't put up with as much shit. I never would have thought how you are tall. Hoot and Owl's just like, no, you're short. My 5'6" ass is the third tallest at my work. But I think it's silly that society's just kind of like, oh my gosh, you're not tall enough. You're not short enough. You're not this, you're not that. And it's just like, can we just exist and not constantly be compared to a standard that isn't even like real? That someone just decided, probably at a marketing firm somewhere, to sell shit to us that we don't need. I think I understand now, when you become a grown-up, you get disenchanted with things. I do, Berserker? Listen, everyone knows streamers can't be tall. We don't have any legs. That's right. Everyone thinks I'm short that hasn't met me. I didn't think you were short. I didn't think you were 6'3". To be fair, I don't think most people are 6'3" though. Yeah, 5'6" is apparently like 1 inch taller than the average. Could be posture or nonverbal comm that gives off the tallness impression. I'm always gremlining. I'm always like, and everyone's like, sit up straight, Katie. And I'm like, what, me? Thinking about how much stupidity and pain is caused just by marketing. Marketing can suck an egg. Oh, wait, you're all over 6 foot. So if I ever see all 3 of you in one place, I'm going to be like, hi, everyone. Why are you adults so angry at me now? Oh, now I get it. Here, let me get the picture of me and CK. CK and I had a drive-by meeting at TwitchCon a few years ago. La, 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 la. Where did I save you? Dude, was it 2018? Yikes! Oh my god. Oh, it'll be on here. I know where I can find this quicker. Quicker, I tell you. Posture check. If I recall, I'm only a couple inches taller than you, but we shall see. You are going to be taller than me for sure. I'm pretty sure. Right? Have we talked about height? I like how internet friends are like, wait, how tall are you? Katie, you can find this. I believe in you. I believe in the power of your brain. You go here, you go here, you go here. Then we're going to make this quick. Marketing gets stuff sold. Marketing makes people sad though, too. Like, you think about it. Marketing just is out here like, what's up? I need to earn money for my company. Let's just manipulate people into feeling insecure, inferior, less than. And then they'll buy this product. Instead of just making a good product that people will want, they go, no, we gotta like manipulate the consumer to feel like they suck real bad and that they need this in order to, you know, feel okay. And that's kind of fucked up. Sorry, I'm scrolling. I'm trying to find the picture of me and CK. You can come sit with me. I'm 5'7". We'll be short together. But apparently that means we're tall. 19 probably. Did I go in 2019? I did. You're right, Trance. I couldn't remember the last year I went. Rod, you're going, Jesus, Katie, find this faster. I have not organized stuff well, chat. Just pretend that I know what I'm doing. Oh my God. I'm just gonna see if I can find the 2019. Is it here? Aha! Yes! Trance, you're a genius. Thank you for remembering. Well, we're both kind of slouched in this. It's me and CK. That me and CK. For an attack hug? I think so. Maybe the camera angle. The camera's just, it is up a bit, but what would Costco be without marketing? I feel, does Costco do a lot of marketing? I've never seen a Costco commercial. They just like sucked me in. They don't need any marketing. I remember that picture. Yeah. I got a picture of me and Tyler in here too. Oh, here's a picture of me and Zeke. Dude, that feels like so long ago. Cute. Look at us. Who would have thought? There's a picture of me and Dan in here, right? Oh! Yeah. Look at us. Who would have thought? Oh, here's a picture of us being, like, looking nice together. Smiling for the camera. Oh, shit. Who's this cootie patootie? Wait, Tyler, can I share the picture of us, or would you rather I did not? Who the fuck is that? Do it. This Tyler and I. This Tyler and I at Smoothie Shop. This is me drinking juice at Feeding America booth. Okay, I need to delete all of these. There I am drinking beet juice at the Feeding America booth. might be wondering how I got here. Tyler Beard, best beard. Let's go. Beats. That was for a charity thing. I think they were here in my chat. And they were like, will you drink beet juice at our booth at TwitchCon if we get to a certain amount? And I was like, let's do it. And then I did it. I wish I could grow a beard like that. It was a glorious beard. Potato, damn it. How are you? You need to hug Dan and gay PP. Dan gave me a cookie. The first time I met Dan, he's like, you want a cookie? And he just opened a bag of cookies he had made. And I was like, yes. So I ate a cookie. And it was delicious. I can't, wait, what? Oh my God, Rod! I've had tails. It was a chocolate chip cookie. Free cookies. Yeah, Dan just literally walked up to me like we had known each other for years, which at that point I think we had. And Dan was like, do you want a cookie? I made these at my Airbnb last night and then I ate a cookie. You got cookies today? What kind? What kind of, I want to live vicariously through whatever cookie you're having. Amazon paid attention and stole their business. Hi, Sitting Jacks. I love Costco. Got that tattoo. That's Katie got that tattoo in 2019. That's right after that. Was it? This was 2019. This was 2019. This was me on the Tiltify stage making shitty ramen. I don't know. That was a decent year. Katie. That was me streaming at TwitchCon. The stance. Chocolate chunk. Oh, that sounds really good. Because of her tattoo. Really? Rod, that's so wild. It's a pretty epic tattoo. Was the last one. Yeah. Have you had the chocolate? Costco chocolate and peanut butter pie that everyone's talking about. I haven't. I don't know if we have it at ours. I haven't looked for it. I'm also trying really hard to eat less sugar, Rob. And I feel like getting a Costco pie could be detrimental to my health. But if anyone tries it and likes it and says it's good, I might have to try it. Hi, Purple. How are you? Thanks for hanging out, Jason. Have a lovely rest of your day. Enjoy your evening. What are the chances, Rod? Yeah, it was someone in England, I'm pretty sure. Trans. I can't remember, but somebody who was a big deal. Hi, Thane! KatiePetersPlays. Hey! Did I just ruin it? I think I did. Thane, how are you doing? £5 for $20? Rob, do I need a 5-pound peanut butter and chocolate chip pie? Debatable. For salad cream, I have not. I'm working through the stuff I got, and I had more salt and vinegar fish and chips today. But I'm gonna eat through what I got this time. But I don't know that I need the salad cream, if I'm being honest. It's very moose based. Do you not like moose? I found CK from the Vampire Masquerade. Oh, awesome. Were you asking if I'm going to TwitchCon? I remember you said you were going. Who in chat is going to TwitchCon? Peanut butter, anything is an auto yes. I do love peanut butter and chocolate together. It sounds like it could be dangerous for me. Yes, you do. And it goes right to the thighs and they are popular now. I feel like, who doesn't need a 5-pound pie? I mean, like, you're all enabling this, okay? Oh, did you? Vissy, I gotta see this. I feel like...
We're being raided.
Jeff, hello! Welcome on in. Hi, everybody. How are you? What did you play today? So go check out Jeff Rutleg. How are you? How was everything today? How was your stream? Also, the music got epic when you arrived. Was this planned? Moose is okay. I'm right on the border. We were talking about okay, question for all the raiders. Is a 5-pound chocolate peanut butter pie too much? You can apparently get it at Costco now. you're going to be in Vegas. We're also talking about who's going to be at TwitchCon. Jeff, how are you? How was your stream? Y'all, please go check out Jeff. Jeff's a wonderful bean. Oh, you're always vibing over there whenever I'm there and having a fun time with your community and also playing games that we like. What have you been playing though lately? Y'all, please go check out Jeff. I found CK. Oh, then you found me. So it was just kind of like I was going to say a tumble roll effect, and that's not a thing, but you get the idea. Hi, Breezy Summer. Welcome on in. Magical vibes. We welcome these magical vibes. You still don't know if you are or not? Hi, Krazzy. It was planned. Yes? It's not enough pie. But if it's only 2 people eating said 5-pound pie, like, are you gonna look at somebody like this, like, you got 5-pound pie for 2 people? Or are you like, yeah, you know, there's a difference. That's what I was saying. Jeff's been playing a bunch of Resident Evil, which we've been doing a bunch of Resident Evil. How are you liking Veronica X? Code Veronica, how are you enjoying it? You said last time it was really hard, right? Hi, Callisti. Pale Brew and I are going to be at Vegas and we'll hopefully be at TC. Is chocolate pudding with graham? Oh my God, Tyler. I thought I was the only one who knew what that was. Occasionally I'll make graham cracker, like you get the pie crust and then you just put chocolate pudding in it and then put Cool Whip stuff on top. We're gonna have to make it now. Well, Rod, I'm glad that you found us. I'm really glad that you did. I'm one person eating a 5-pound pie, so I'm not judging. I'd be over there like, yeah. Life's too short to not eat pie, okay? Thank you for the raid, y'all. Welcome on in if you're coming from Jeff's stream. I'm KatiePetersPlays. I didn't introduce myself. I'm so sorry. You know what? Because I haven't done it in a while, should we do my little video? If people are like, what is Katie? What is KatiePetersPlays? Callisti, thank you for 13 months. Hello?
Happy 13, Katie.
Thank you so much. Happy 13. I think 13 is a beautiful number and it should be embraced. Is not a cursed number because it's a fun number. Thank you, Callisti, for 13 whole months with me. I hope you're doing grand. I'm so glad you found us too. If someone doesn't celebrate you getting a 5-pound pie, then they're not a real friend. Agreed. And I would steal it all. It's so good. Why is KatiePetersPlays? Well, let me show you. Nope, that's not the button I wanted. Chat, I didn't stop. Chat.
Hi, my name is Katie, and I'm about to fly in space. I will be your pilot today. It's gonna be great. Don't fear. I am an expert pilot.
Robots for things that we probably don't need anymore.
But they still need to spread their legs.
What?
The robots need to spread their legs. Oh, that's stretch their legs. Oh my God. I'm a cop, man, doing cop things. Being a super badass cop. I'm gonna move quickly. Oh, damn. Hello? Look at his handle. Do I have to jump on his handle? Sunflower oil. Okay. I'm doing good. Look, I'm gardening. This is how you garden, right? Nothing can stop me now. Oh, except that.
Excuse me, can you not?
Oh my God, what is wrong with me?
Cool. They just need to spread their legs. What?
Oh my God.
Mommy, Sharky did it.
It's my baby. My baby. Everybody, look at my poo. Oh, can I grab his danglers? Do I grab his danglers? All right. Where is he? Where is he? Climb his hairy bits. I'm just smiling normally. Well, like, it's been nice knowing you, Dan. I'm gonna go. I hope that you have a beautiful life. And everybody, see y'all later. Bye.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to leave you in the void alone. That's the video. Look at my poo. It's been a minute. We haven't watched that in a while. So if anyone's like, who is that? That's me. Not much has changed over the years, I don't think. We watched some clips. I literally said that, like, you gotta spread your legs, and I thought I was saying the right thing. Like, I had no question in my mind that, like, I was saying the correct terminology for stretch your legs, okay? Oh. Rod, you probably have some amazing moments you could put together. I was a pilot till I crashed. There was one time, Tyler, maybe two. Look, I'm gardening. Dan was just like, what? You just need to spread. Wait, I've never seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I've watched the first episode several times, and I just don't think I would like it. But y'all, please go follow Jeff. Jeff, thank you for the raid. I appreciate you very much. Welcome on into our chatty stream tonight. I wasn't sure if we should play anything tonight or if we should just talk. Pull up a chair. Chaos. Chaos is the best kind of stream, though. I mean, in the right situation, that could be the correct terminology. I have a question. It could be true, Berserker. I have a question, chat. Do you all like just chatting streams? Do you like hybrid streams of just chatting end games, or do you just like gaming streams right now? Should we do a poll? I mostly want to do this for science. Watch season 2 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'll be lurking while I make some dinner. Yes, Jeff, after stream, anyone raids, I always like to say, please, 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 go put your feet up, take care of yourself, food, water, sleep, all the things. Thank you so much for the raid. Enjoy your dinner. I hope whatever you have is tasty sauce. I appreciate you. I know you and Dan are always searching for that stink hole. I mean, who isn't? Hybrid would be both, in my opinion. Yes. Talkie streams are best streams, obviously. I'm knowing, well, I don't want to skew anything. Thank you for the poll. I appreciate you. We do what Katie wants. No, I want to know what streamers stream. You all say that we do what the streamer wants. I'm asking anonymously. I want to know because I have a preference right now, and I want to know if we all have the same preference or not. And what I mean is, like, when I'm consuming content, I like all of the above, but strictly just chatting streams are also very fun. I agree. You have feelings on Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Are they spoilery or just like feelings? Because I'd hear the feelings. It's a crispy maple mustard chicken. I hope it comes out delicious and it's the best meal you've ever had. I like chat streams. I like hybrid streams too. Because I've never just come on stream and been like, we're playing a game. And like, unless I absolutely have to do it right away. Coffee talk. We do what streamer wants. I know, but I'm just curious. Only 2 typos, and I feel like a god right now. It's perfect. It's honestly, it's just how I want it. I suggest don't play Star Wars. I'm not. Hi, Mr. Kennedy. I wouldn't normally like just chatting streams on here, on Twitch. Here I do. Oh my gosh, that means so much, Trance. I don't know, that makes me feel special, because I hope that the conversations are good and they're not just like, I ate it yesterday, and I'm gonna have leftovers today. What are you all eating? I mean, that was not, I don't want that to be the goal. Oh, okay, so you do like it, Live Fost. Long term is how you're voting. 305 hours? Holy shit. I like actively chatting for a while and then chilling more during gameplay. Okay, that's actually really interesting. I just want to know. Hi, Taryn, how are you? I got my suggestion. Rest of chat, take a backseat to me. You come to streams for the banter. How about that weather? That was better than what I did, Berserker. I completely blanked. If I had to choose either only chatting or only gaming, then I'd choose chatting. Interesting. Interesting, I do say. Well, I've only heard good things about Brooklyn Nine-Nine. How many of you recommend Brooklyn Nine-Nine as something I should watch? I'm thinking about starting The Rookie. too many shows I need to finish. I have started so many shows. Am I awesome? I can't answer that. Because it's already factually known that I am. I love What We Do in the Shadows. That's one of my favorite shows. Okay, a lot of you recommend it. Do you like cheese? Just chatting as long as you mention things from the 90s. You know me, I'm going to bring up something from the 90s. We talked about Con Air earlier. I'm really curious about this. Thank you for voting in the poll chat. Like I like kind of seeing what you all are enjoying right now. Good answer, good answer. Hi, Titan. Colin is your, I love Colin. Honestly, the way that the actor who plays Colin does the energy vampire is so good because it exhausts me as a viewer. And I'm like, it's just so good. Worth at least a look over, but hit a couple high rated episodes and see from there. Thanks, Gothic. Oh, we talk about What We Do in the Shadows. I love What We Do in the Shadows. Who's your favorite character from What We Do in the Shadows? Chat, I want to know. Honestly, I love them all. Like, I don't know how I could just pick one. Colin's great. Guillermo is awesome as well. The Nadia doll. I personally, oh gosh, it's hard to pick. The most devious man in New York City. My favorite character, I think, is Nandor. I love Nandor. Yeah. I what? I started What We Do in the Shadows, then I caught it was based off the movie. I watched the movie and it was okay. I don't like the movie as much as I like the show. No votes for Just Gaming. I think I love doing these polls sometimes because I'm really curious. So hybrid of chat and games. Then there's no preference in just chatting. So then I would lump probably no preference. I mean, into either one of those. Hi, Diamond in the Rough. The show's great, Liv Foss. I wasn't in love with the movie, but I had seen the movie. Look like a short Nandor. I love Nandor. Fair streak. He's great. It's a great character. Nandor acting like Guillermo, acting like Nandor. I don't know. It's a really, that show just makes me happy and I can't wait for the next season. He used to make prank phone calls. It was great. Guillermo, the actor who plays Guillermo, has a TikTok, and sometimes I think I followed him on TikTok. He has like a couple behind the scene videos of the set and stuff, and it looks like a fun. Polls are fickle but interesting sometimes. Like just getting like snapshot in a moment. I've personally been enjoying just chatting segments with people lately. And I don't know why. I think it's just like the connection of stuff, you know? Like, I don't know, conversations. I love Matt Berry. I think the humor of Wednesday will have you either laughing or loving it. I don't think I'm gonna watch Wednesday. Like I've been so picky about my TV shows lately, and I'm over here like I'm gonna watch The Rookie, I think. But I love Shawn Ashmore, and I love Nathan Fillion, so I'm like, why wouldn't I like a cop show that's kind of formulaic like Castle? Because I loved Castle as well. I totally forgot that show existed. Also, how do we feel about the Jenna? Is it Jenna Ortega? I'll look up the actress and actually say her name correctly. Yeah, Jenna Ortega. Didn't she like shit talk the writers? I loved Castle Zelda. It was one of my favorite shows. I watched like half of Fringe and I never finished it, Vex. This was years ago. Rob Delaney is coming back for Deadpool 2. No. I've seen all the Deadpools, but Deadpool. I knew I was saying it wrong and I was like, what's wrong about the word I'm saying? I've seen all the Deadpools, but I've never really like, I don't know, remembered the movies very well. Pretending he was a mouse. Castle's great. The Rookie's pretty fun. I think it's gonna be like the perfect kind of like background show. She's a horror queen. I need to watch Scream 6, and I think she's in that. One Deadpool. Did you not like Deadpool, Gothic? Castle was good till it really dropped off. Yeah, that was definitely the show. I think I still need to watch the last season of that. There's so many shows to watch. There's too many. He's the normal guy with the mustache in Deadpool 2. I can't remember. Was she in Scream 5? I didn't remember that. Yeah, Scream 6 I need to watch. Kind of over meta humor. At least I need to get a break from it. Like the looking at the camera kind of, yeah. Don't watch the last season. Should I just keep it alive the way that I am? I've heard, Mr. Kennedy, that Kate left, like the actress left the show, but I don't know anything else about it. Is Scream out on? No, it's not. Well, it is, but it's on the one that we don't have. It's on like Paramount Plus or something. Like I think Scream is like on the CBS one. What is Paramount Plus considered? Yeah, we don't have Paramount Plus. It's the one we don't have. I'm sure it'll go to another service at some point. Oh, that's awesome, Rod. Paramount is CBS. It's got all the Star Treks on it too. I never watched IT Crowd. Old Man Shakes Fist. Too many cloud services. 100%. CBS is Paramount Plus. I binged Castle when I was sick last summer. Still holds up. Awesome. I feel like it was like a comforting show and it was about murders. You know what I mean, right? Had a very share moments. Do you ever just sit and think about this sheer amount of television and movies out there? Like just the sheer amount. It's so comforting. It's about murder. But like, do you ever just sit down and like think about the amount, like YouTube videos, Twitch streams, movies you could watch, TikTok, TV shows? Like there's so much. True crime? Yeah, people do like true crime. I fall into the true crime rabbit hole, but I don't want, it's a very specific thing. Like, I feel like it has to be a very well-made documentary. I'm not watching Dateline. I'm not watching she was on a trip with her husband. But what he didn't know was that at this Mexican beach resort, she was poisoning him. Every margarita he had, he was slowly sipping his way to the grave. Tonight on Dateline, we're gonna get to the bottom of this as Tiffany Mae Johnson exclusive interview and the family that she left devastated. I mean, like, I'm not watching that. Dude, Unsolved Mysteries got dark in this new stuff. Right, Samurai? The new stuff is dark. The alien one scared the shit out of me. There's no way a whole town could experience an alien event and it not be real. I need to rewatch it. Hi, Betties. Oh no, not the Margs. Hi, Mr. Halfbeard. That's what Dateline is, though. Tiffany Mae Johnson is, you may know her, the Mojito Murderess. Oh my God. Oh, that's too good, Gothic. The Mothman begs to differ. Mr. Johnson, this is Nacho Day. This is Nacho Day? Is that what it is? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I watch a lot of documentaries. And I love documentaries. There's also a lot of documentaries to watch. But it's like Dateline always, it's like the same thing. Oil Tacarilla. I mean, mojitos are delicious. I would say mojitos are one of the better mixed drinks. The Rookie is a show about stuff and they just happen to be cops. I'm okay about life stuff. I'm not into cop shows. I was always with Castle more into the relationship dynamics and also how the two other detectives Oh God, why can't I remember their names? But they'd always be in another room, and then one of them would come and be like, yo. He'd always say, yo. And then he'd just go down this rundown of all the information. He's like, I found the car and the license plate, and we're going to go investigate it. And I'm like, you guys just walked in from another room with, I don't know, Esposito and Ryan. Yes. Esposito would always walk up and be like, yo. Oh, man. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. Mojitos are good. What about documentaries about documentaries? Are we there yet? We're getting there. I gotta say, I love a limited series because then I know I'm gonna watch the show and it's done. I don't even need to think about it again. Like, it wasn't in a... What was the show on HBO? The Mayor of Easttown with Kate Winslet and Evan Peters? It was a limited series. I watched it. It was decent. And now I don't have to think about it as much. Like, I don't have to be like, second season when, you know? I need to watch Exit. Wait, did I see Exit Through the Gift Shop? That was about the graffiti artist, right? It was about Banksy and then like that one other artist. Castle was a decent show. Also, if you ever heard the theme song to Castle, you'll just sing it for the rest of your life. Da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. It's a bop. This is a bop. This song will live from my head forever. It's the greatest song to a TV show to ever exist. Am I playing Star Wars? No. Hi, Otis. How are you? It's such a good song, right? So I literally will walk around. Mark and I both do it. We go, da-da-da. Mark will whistle it because I don't whistle well. But like, it's just such a catchy tune. I couldn't get into Chuck, Vissy, but I only watched one episode. But does that have the same vibe? I unlocked it, Zelda. It's a good song. Really, Tail? I don't know why. That song. I think it's because Mark, he's a music person, and I don't know if he brings up music a lot, or we pay attention to it. I don't know. Are you liking it, Vissy? Bones also overwhelms me because there's so many episodes, but I wonder if I had watched it when it was coming out, if I'd be able to be like, your one episode policy? No, I've given some shows multiple episodes. But like, I feel like if something doesn't grab me right away. Okay, question. I watched one episode of The Rehearsal because Mark, when his father was having his heart surgery, Mark went up to see them, and on the plane he watched one episode of The Rehearsal. So he's like, oh, you should watch it and then we can talk about it. So I watched one episode of The Rehearsal and I never watched any more of it. What are people's thought about The Rehearsal if you watched it on HBO? Also, our HBO lapsed, and so now we're gonna wait till Barry's done and then we're gonna get HBO again and binge it. Because that was the only thing we were watching on HBO. I kind of want to see it, but I heard the actors hated each other. Really? Brandon made a lovely song. Yeah, I saw it, Rod. It was great. Rod, honestly, Brandon makes beautiful music. Music can be especially memorable. Make a tune out of something you will need to remember. You will. I don't know. The song for that show was just, it's like so upbeat, you know? We watched all of Bones. When during COVID, we watched during the pandemic. I guess we're still in the pandemic, right? Or did Biden go, not anymore? Like, who gets to decide? I mean, really. The universe does. We watched all of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That was an undertaking. Like, I'm gonna be real with you all. That was an undertaking. And so any shows that are like super long, like hour-long episodes, I get a little daunted by. And Mark and I thought we would start, the male vampire show, the spin-off male vampire show. I don't remember it. Angel. I don't know. I don't know that, like, we started it and I watched like 3 episodes. I was like, I don't know that I want to do this again. They did books? Zelda, did you read any? Wait, hold on. Skittlesness.
Hello, KTP.
Hi.
Look at you, as amazing as ever.
Hey, look at you, Skillness. Thank you so much for 40 months. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Sorry, that song was a lot. How is life? Tell me everything. Thank you for 40 months. Brandon makes all the bops. I got the first few and read them because someone got me them as a gift. Were they good, Zelda? Like, were they actually decent books? Bones was 2, but yeah, I get too many seasons. Thank you so much, Skittles. How are you? It's good to see you. I hope life's treating you well. Making your way through Supernatural. I think I'm enjoying older media now more so than I'm enjoying new media. And I'm like, is that like a sign of just needing nostalgia? Or is that a sign of like, they're pumping shit out so much that their quality's not there? Because it used to take so much time to make, I don't know. Are my expectations might be need to be lowered. James Marsters, wow. What a hottie, first of all. Second of all, Spike is my favorite character, and they did him dirty in the last few seasons. They did him dirty. After a while, it felt like all the episodes were like, let's take this unusual lifestyle and compare it to unfavorably to what's considered classic American. Sucks because they didn't give enough time to wrap it up. That happens a lot of shows. Okay, I'm not going to look at that because it said spoiler. Right, Rod? They didn't need to do that. I really didn't feel like Buffy aged well. It didn't. I was doing a thing where, like, with some of my like therapy work is watching stuff I wasn't allowed to watch as a kid. Buffy was definitely on the list. So I was like, I'm gonna watch Buffy because I liked the idea of it. And I've historically liked Joss Whedon's stuff, even though Joss Whedon's, I guess, apparently also a POS. Oh, I want to see Buffy, but I can't make myself start a long show for the first time. I tend to forget plots too fast and get all the way through things. I stick to 1 to 2 season shows. I feel that, Sienna. I feel like it's such an undertaking to be like, I'm going to watch 7 seasons of a 24 episode show. I know Angel was pretty well liked. No, that's fine, Zelda. I was just curious, like, if they were like any decent. I'm glad you, I don't know. Watch Angel, do it. Oh God, there's so much. How many seasons of Angel? I'm already like exhausted thinking about it. How many seasons of Angel? There's only 5. So Bear, Garth, the Dark Place show is one, I can never say his name. It's Meringues. I need to remember how to say it. Gothic told me about that. And that's one I put on occasionally because Matt Berry's in it. And that's phenomenal. I need to, like, I have too many streaming services. From the Dresden Files, he's amazing. He's the voice of Dresden for you. Yeah, Joss Whedon did some bad stuff. I'm just so sick of, like, it just shows you how prevalent and problematic things are. Maybe I'm misremembering, but it's been a while. The counterpoints, the FBI's reaction being colored more as correct. Wait, I don't know what we're talking about. Oh, House? I never got into House. I rarely watch TV shows, stream shows. I've started watching a lot less. I'm like, I'd rather go on a walk right now. I want to start reading more. But I also do like TV because, I mean, it's so ingrained in me. I don't watch much, but if I was to watch something, I would just start it and not pay attention to how long it goes for. See, I'm getting myself psyched out by it right off the gate because I see how much is ahead of me, you know? That makes sense, Trance. It's just like, I'm just going to watch this and enjoy it and not put pressure on it. I put pressure on a lot of things. And that is something I'm working on, being more laid back about. Sorry, my brain went back to the comment earlier where someone said, first impressions, you seem very aggressive, which, you know, is totally not. It's like the opposite of who I am.
Gravy.
House was great till it wasn't. Okay. Gothic and I are talking Bones, and then I brought up House. Okay, I'm sorry, I missed that. Thank you for telling me. I got to meet Cal Penn, who was on House, and he was working with Obama's, I can't remember what it was at the time, but he was working with like a special group of people, I believe for diversity. And he was at our college, and I was able to go to like a very intimate meet of like several people and him, and we could ask questions. The people the fucking college sent were asking questions about his House character and trying to ask him questions about House and how he left House. And I'm like, he's here? Like, as a 19-year-old, and these were like 50-year-old women, and I was sitting there like, can we talk to him about the whole issue he's here? Because I used to work at the diversity awareness office, and I'm like, all you're talking about is the House TV show. Let's ask him about his new position working at the White House. Hi, Blood Tank. Blood Tank, I feel like you come in every time and you ask me stuff about my setup. Hello, Frozile. How are you? Welcome on in. House was a ride. KPP aggressive. So aggressive. Yeah, Cal Penn. He was from House, and he was also from Harold and Kumar. He was he gave up a lucrative paycheck to be in Washington, do something genuinely worthwhile. Must have been frustrating for him. I was frustrated for him just because it was like, I was trying to ask questions and I was so nervous because I was like, it's Cal Penn. Because I mean, like, he was in Harold and Kumar. Like, I knew who he was. He was pretty big on House, I guess. I didn't watch House in college. I'd love to see an aggressive KPP. A grr. Not sure what the emote means. Which one? Okay, hold on. I gotta ask the mods a question. Rosa, how have you been? It's good to see you. Not KPP's Tony the Tiger impression. Grr. I'm not a an aggressive person by nature. If anything, I'm more of a passive person. I think I put up with less bullshit now. I thank therapy for that. Don't fall for the trap. It's funny because then he was in a show about the White House and being the press secretary. Was he? Oh, is that not a Cal Penn? That is Cal Penn. What's his name? The 24 guy? Kiefer Sutherland. Kiefer. What a name. Kiefer. What is the origin of Kiefer? And all else fails, F him up! In a respectful way. Donald Sutherland. Donald Sutherland was like, hey, sweetie, I got the name for the kid, and it's Kiefer. Kiefer, he doesn't have earlobes, really? I've always thought Kiefer was a good actor. I'd imagine, you know what? Because we talk about nepotism occasionally here. Katie's loses it. My rage. There's so much nepotism everywhere. Which, I don't know, it makes sense that you inherit the trade of what happened when you're your parent. It's all about who you know. There's friendship nepotism. There's nepotism in business. There's nepotism in families and nepotism. Sorry, my lips are really dry. It's from talking. Nepotism is such an interesting thing. think there's good nepotism and bad nepotism. What do you all think about nepotism? Okay, this is just my house water. I'm not drinking out of a this bottle had water in it that was fancy at one point, and I don't know why I feel like I need to justify this fancy bottle. I've been using it as a water bottle. I just think it looked aggressive as I was picking it up. But what's the line between nepotism and networking connections? There are... It's interesting because I think that there is networking. Well, I think networking and nepotism are two very different things. If you're... Nepotism to me is a pipeline where you just get fed the things, right? You goof. I was like embarrassed about it, Gothic. So this is... When you're in Europe, this is like the brand you can get, and I saw it at the store, and I wanted to get it to relive my Italy days. It was like $2 for this, and I was like, also I can recycle the glass. I'm getting over plastic, if I'm being honest with you all. But then I liked drinking out of it so much, I just started putting my fridge water in it. Hi, Piano, how are you? So yeah, nepotism is just interesting because I think it has merit. It has, like, obviously. Oh, he's named after a writer? Sorry, I Media Brat, I was reading what you put. Inherit what your parents had and keep everyone else down so you can keep on holding on to it. It's not moonshine, or is it? Looks like a blood orange Italian soda bottle. It kind of does. Nepotism inherently gives you connections, or you just are constantly given a lot of opportunity because of who you know. Hiring your son to run your small business, fine. Giving your daughter security clearance at the White House to promote her brand, bad. Like, nepotism is such a... Like, people get upset about nepo babies. Because, and like... I will say it is kind of funny when a nepotism baby is like, I've had to work twice as hard, you know, to do what I do, like, say, for modeling. And it's like, well, but you got in the room where other people can't even get in the room. It's just an interesting discussion. And I know, like, it, at the end of the day, it's just because life's not fair. D&D tomorrow, my players are loving this little urban market area. Nice! Not all instances of apparent nepotism are. If the opportunity someone gets is something they deserve, their connection shouldn't overshadow that. When someone more deserving is kept out in favor of someone less deserving because of their connection, that's nepotism. And I think nepotism has gotten to that point where people are using it interchangeably with that. It's just an interesting discussion because I've seen a lot of people, social media and like even in just like entertainment, talking about nepotism. Kiefer's a good actor, yeah. But like, I love the Wallflowers. So like, I've been having realizations like, oh, so Jacob Dylan is the lead singer of the Wallflowers, who his father is Bob Dylan. I knew that growing up. But then I, like, as now knowing what I know now, I was like, holy shit, that was a case of nepotism in the 90s. Yeah, I feel like in a lot of ways, when you really break down like the content like that I've been consuming, sometimes I'm like, I never knew that. I never knew that that person had a connection to this person. Yeah, assuming an unfair advantage is kind of natural. Wondering if the poor guy even got the headlight working. I also wonder that, Tail. I love the Wallflowers. I would love to see the Wallflowers someday. I kind of got my old job through nepotism since my mom worked at that company first and got along with my manager well enough. They weren't friends, but my mom was able to talk me up a bit and got an interview without dealing with any BS. You were qualified, one of my best in the department. Yeah, you deserved it. And sometimes it's just about connections with other people, or like they know like, hey, we really liked working with Sienna's mom, so Sienna's going to be a good fit here, you know? Like, and I think about things in terms of like, everything's got a label nowadays. Everything has to be good or bad or, you know, controversial, or I just feel like the nepotism thing I used to get all like fired up about because I'm like, it's not fair. But like life isn't fair, and also there's different levels to it. And there's definitely things where I'm like, I've probably had opportunities due to nepotism, as many people have. I think it's just all about context. And it's just weird that everybody, I mean, I get fired up about stuff. I don't know. I saw an interesting thing about nepotism in Hollywood. Well, in a bad spot if the only art that gets created or greenlit is by someone who comes from a position of privilege or from an industry family, because it vastly narrows the type of stories we can experience. Yeah, I agree. That's an interesting take, Gothic, because it's only coming from a bubble. Like, you look back on it, what, like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon when they did, I don't remember the name of the movie because I never saw it. The one with Ron Williams that was very famous and they won a Golden Globe or whatever. But they were, my understanding, like self-made. Good Will Hunting, I've never seen it. Listen, I need to see that one. Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I could add that. I think that one's on the list. I couldn't remember it. Wait, Tyler, you've seen Good Will Hunting? Am I the only person in the world? You haven't seen that one either? Yeah, I haven't seen that. I'm getting Boston and you're from Boston, you've never seen it? It's a good one. To get myself hired because I was qualified and was a good fit. Yeah, it's just an interesting topic because now I think it does have a lot of negativity associated with it. I just am curious, like, why. I guess everything is a gray area when you really think about it. Like, life is a giant gray area. You've never seen it? Oh, hi, Mark. You want to say hi to your fans?
Hi. Hi, fans.
The gate's too good, except when you're in the kitchen.
Hi, fans.
Hey, Mark. Wow, 1997. I was born when it was released, and I have seen it. Rude. Hi, Breezy Summer. You also can't help who ended up with the parents or family. That's true. Like, you can't choose who you're born under. That's not the right way to put that. You can't choose your lineage. And boy, oh boy, I bet a lot of us wish we could. The best Robin Williams is What Dreams May Come. I've never seen that one. I remember it came out and it looked real sad. Well, surprise. Sorry, Mark's dealing with...
No.
It's Mark. Life is messy and so are humans, and the purity tests and bullshits, right? Oh, hi, Mark. Okay, Mr. Kennedy wants to know, have you seen Good Will Hunting?
Yeah.
I am the only...
How do you like them apples?
I haven't seen it. Spoilers.
Those...
Okay. You remember enjoying Dogma? I have seen Dogma. Tyler, wow. Excuse you. Well, season 3 of Katie hasn't seen that. What are we at now? I think it's at like 92%. No, stop. Let's see here, chat. 92% of season 3 is funded. So if you'd like a season 3 of Katie hasn't seen that, I can get Good Will Hunting on there. I have a couple other movies on there as well. But yeah. Is Mark practicing his lightsaber skills? Maybe. Do. It looked like it was based on Sepetons. Isn't that movie based on a Shakespeare play? My boy's wicked smart. Can you fix this mess? Get her to watch it, please. Mark does enough for me. Nepotism really isn't a problem. The problem is people pretending it didn't help them get where they are at and selling the idea that anybody could have if they worked as hard as them. That is true too. There is a lot of it where people who go like, I didn't get any special favors. It's like, but maybe you did. Hi, Yuri, welcome. Dogma was a great movie. It's no longer distributed? Why? Did I see Hackers? Yeah, I did watch Hackers. You blub like a baby. Between Robin Williams, I pick What Dreams May Come. There's some, oh God, Patch Adams. Oh my God, did any of you see Patch Adams? As a child, I'm like, it's a Robin Williams movie. Oh my God. It's based on a novel. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was based on Shakespeare. Welcome on in, Yuri. The title comes from a Hamlet soliloquy. Okay, that's why I thought there was Shakespeare. I think it's important what you do with the opportunities you're given. I've lucked into a few cool things because of who I know, but I always try to carve out space for others to join where they typically wouldn't. That's cool, Oz. I love that you're paying it forward in like ways that you find that you can. I think that's really cool. It's been so long since I've seen some movies, I may as well say I haven't seen them. I don't remember all the movies I've seen either. Patch Adams, that ending, man. I'd pick over Good Will Hunting, but not knocking it. I have seen Death to Smoochie. I've seen a lot of, like, I think weird deep cuts, more so than I've seen, like, the stuff that everybody has seen. A feel-good movie right up there, right up till the end there. It's a good movie. It's got sad. Edward Norton, I have seen The Birdcage. I followed after the Mage Ascension campaign and Grimrose Academy and normally just lurk. Well, thank you for lurking. I really loved doing Grimrose. Mage was great. Mage was a lot of fun, even though I played a character many people hated. Welcome on in, Yuri. It's lovely to have you. Yeah, I'd be curious if you all put a movie in chat that you think I may not have seen, and we can see if I have seen it. I'm glad you liked Mage, Betty's. That's one of my favorite campaigns I've done. The Tasers love Thresher. Oh my God. 2 weeks? Hell yeah. I have seen Men in Tights. No, I have not seen Lincoln. We love to hate your character in Mage. She was fun to hate. Of course I haven't seen that, Sepatons. I have never even heard of that. The Circus Animal one too? It's been 2 weeks since I have needed to unfollow. I played her well. Well, thank you, Odious. Nope, I've not seen The Last Dragon. The Painted Veil I've not seen. Oh, it's a Studio Ghibli movie? Yeah, I've only... Ghibli? Is it Ghibli or Ghibli? Ghibli. Studio Ghibli. I watched... which was the one that I watched for Katie hasn't seen that? Spirited Away. The one that they made like mainstream over here. It's pronounced Gifly? Is it? I will be taken for a ride if they... Like, I don't know how to say it. Like, I'm going to trust that that's the right way to say it. It is not. Studio Jiffy.
Gravy.
I watched Spirited Away. If you want to hear my review of that, it's on my podcast. Katie hasn't seen that. I've not, no, Krasny, sadly not that one. The Hug-a-Bunch movie? She's not going to be sure. I was saying that I was trusting it. I don't think Studio Ghibli movies are for me. I didn't like it. No, I've not seen that one, Live Fast. Well, like, I'm talking like movies that are maybe more than just in specific like niches. Did you like, it's Princess Mononoke? Did I say that right? People seem to like that one. My favorite movie outright. I love it so much. What is that one? No, I've never heard of. Can I even Nausea of the Valley of the Wind? What is that? Is that another Ghibli? Is that another Ghibli movie? You didn't like Spirited Away? Nothing obscure. That's prime. Katie hasn't seen that material. But I don't know. I have seen Shawshank Redemption. No, I don't know how to say it. Mononoke. Is that actually how you say it? You also didn't like it, Rob? I didn't like it. Like, I can appreciate the art, like the art style, and I can appreciate like the time and effort and story that they're trying to tell. It's just, yeah. Oh, got you. Okay, so it was like the OG Studio Ghibli movie. I don't think I've heard of even Source Code. Okay, I know The Men Who Stare at Goats, and hear me out, Gothic. I don't know if we got rid of it. We had it on DVD and we'd never watched it. Does that count? Awesome Doggus. It says I'm not playing Star Wars. I have seen I Heart Huckabees. I had that on DVD as well. Children of Men is one of my favorite movies. Princess Manamana. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Owned it, never watched it. That's Jake Gyllenhaal. I have not seen that one. I don't know. What is that one? Suzumi? I'm not... Praxis? Okay, I Googled something to help me test Katie. Oh, Jesus. Have you seen Mission Impossible? I've seen the fourth one. I've never seen the original Mission Impossible. I went to the movies with some friends in high school, and it was with the youth group that I used to occasionally get invited to things, and we saw the fourth Mission Impossible. I had no idea what was going on. Okay. How many of the Alien movies have you seen? Do you count Alien versus Predator?
Gravy.
Tyler! Thanks for the follow. It's really nice to have you here. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, there's John Wick. I haven't seen that. I think that's the only one I saw. It was a TV show, yes. Okay, Odious, I watched The Beach on an airplane recently, and I had to stop watching it because someone had to move seats and sit next to me, and they were chopping a guy's leg off, so I've seen most of The Beach. I've not seen The Blues Brothers. I've not heard of that one. I don't like anime. Like, if you're all gonna ask me if I've seen an anime, the answer's already gonna be no. Just because I'm not into it. I have seen Saving Private Ryan. I've really enjoyed, I don't know if enjoyed. I watched a lot of war movies growing up, and so I feel like war movies specifically, I've seen a lot of. I think Saving Private Ryan is a very sad, but a very good movie. I haven't seen it in years, though. I'm not mad at you. First Man? I don't think I've... I don't even think I've heard of this. Nope, haven't seen it. Yeah, I haven't seen the Blues Brother movies. I haven't seen any of the John Wick, mostly because of The Thing. I have not seen Full Metal Jacket, though. That one was on a list for Katie. Hasn't seen that. Based off SNL. That was the highest grossing of the SNL spinoffs. I saw The Beach. What'd you think, Purple? It's about the moonlighting. I have not seen Armageddon. It was too adult when it came out, and then I just never watched it. But I know the song that Aerosmith did almost by heart. And I'll miss it, baby, and I don't want to miss a thing, because the radio would not stop playing it. I'm glad you like them, though, Praxis. I'm glad that there's just like a story that they told that you enjoy. I've seen Wayne's World, yes. Mark made me watch Wayne's World in college. We got pizza. I got a pizza with jalapenos on it, and he got a meat pizza, and we watched Wayne's World. I have not seen Never Been Kissed. Full Metal Jacket is a lot. I've heard that. That one's been on the list. Here, I'm going to write some of these down. I already have a list, but I'm going to get these. I'm going to write some of these down. Blues Brothers, I don't know. Obviously, this is if season 3 gets made, which it looks like it is happening. We're getting very close. I have seen Boondock Saints. That used to be one of my favorite movies. There was a fight. Armageddon. Mission Impossible. It's Dale and Tucker versus Evil, right? Never Been Kissed is another one I've never seen. Also, what was a Good Will Hunting? That song got so much airtime, right? Yes, too popular. So, I don't think I've seen Amanda and the Alien, but Gothic with the Alien movies, if you count the Alien versus Predator franchise, I think I've seen like 5 of them. I need to see some of the later Aliens. Rad so rad.
TPL.
Oh, what's up? Thank you for 36 months. That's 3 damn years. That's a long time, Brad So Rad. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh, you're picking highest grossing movie from the late 90s, by the way? I'm very curious. I have seen 40-Year-Old Virgin. I haven't seen Ex Machina, but Mark watched it. I just chose to not. I have seen Spaceballs. They played the shit out of that song. 2 whole movies? Pirates of the Caribbean. I have not seen The Thin Red Line. I've heard of it though. Does that count? I mix it up. She's All That. I have not seen She's All That. Tucker and Dale, but yes, I always mix the 2 up. I have seen Apollo 13. Yes, I have seen Turner a Hooch. I fucking love that movie. Like the old one with Tom Hanks. God, I used to love dog movies. I bet if I watched that now, I would sob. I've seen most of Interstellar. I got bored and I didn't finish it. I have seen 50 First Dates and I hate that movie. Brad So Red, how are you? Time flies. Ex Machina was meh. We got 2 different series. Ex Machina is brilliant. Ex Machina was meh. No, need is not a word I'd apply to the later Alien movies. City of Angels? No, but I know what that movie is, Kraszy, because the Goo Goo Dolls, I think Iris was the song, and I fucking love the Goo Goo Dolls. So I was fine hearing that one over and over. I wouldn't like Turner and Hooch for reasons. Well, I've seen it though. I have seen The Green Mile. Can you watch Spaceballs without Star Wars? Well, I've seen a lot of the Star Wars movies. I didn't like Spaceballs. I haven't seen Teeth. I have seen Shawshank Redemption. Green Mile was sad. I've seen Amelie. I had a roommate in college who loved that movie, so she made me watch it. I'm glad you can appreciate despite the reasons. Wow! I'm sorry if anybody likes 50 First Dates. I don't know. As a child, I didn't, but as an adult, I think if I watched Turner and Hooch, it would be too hard for me to watch. Constantine. I love Constantine. That's one of my favorite movies and one of the most underrated movies, I think. I saw that in college for the first time, and I was just like, this movie's brilliant. And then nobody talked about it, and nobody knew what I was talking about. How many movies have you seen based on Michael Crichton novels? I have to look up. Okay. Which movies did they make? Or which books, I guess. I've seen a lot of them. Which books did... Okay, I can't... Michael Crichton books are movies. Oh my God. Do you not like Matt Damon, Breezy? But more tension? It's not even the fact that it was a high concept story. I think that some directors like the smell of their own farts. And then they make long ass movies so that they can inhale said farts. Wait, is Interstellar? Wait, which is the one that he did before? Which is the other one he did? With the dreams. I have not seen Jacob's Ladder. That has been recommended to me a lot. Oh. Let me see. Movies based on Michael Crichton books. I've not seen Grosse Pointe Blank. No. I've heard of a lot of these. V for Vendetta. I have seen that. I saw that in college. I know. Constantine was great. Have you seen Almost Famous? I have, because I absolutely... I think it's his worst film. But I really, really love Cameron Crowe. Cameron Crowe... I haven't seen Jerry Maguire still. But he did some movies that I really enjoyed. So Michael Crichton movies I've seen. Seen Congo, Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Sphere, timeline, and I think that's it of the 12. So I've seen 5 of the 12 Michael Crichton movies. I have seen Band of Brothers. That's actually one of my favorite miniseries. I have it on DVD. Let's watch a movie. And I said, sure. The Martian. I have not seen The Martian. I've heard that one's good. I've also been told to read the book. Inception. I've seen Inception. I know. Maybe I should keep my opinions to myself. I want to see Tenet. Tenet looked interesting. I haven't seen Dunkirk. I did see Sphere. I thought Sphere was pretty good. A lot of people didn't seem to like Tenet. I have seen Contact. I've seen Contact. The cinematic fists are flying today. So if you like this kind of content, fund my podcast. Hard to even think of movies. It's okay, Sienna, whenever I need to think of things. I have seen Super 8, Rob. No, I haven't seen Westworld the movie. I've seen some of the show, though. And Twister, if you count Twister, because he helped write the screenplay of Twister. So Sienna, whenever I need to think of things, my brain goes blank. Arrival? I have seen Arrival. You're so bored during Dunkirk? Isn't, Harry Styles in that? Contact the movie or Contact when you put them in your eyes? No, Contact the movie. I have seen Bicentennial Man. I saw that on Christmas Day. I haven't watched it in years. I remember loving it. I do own it. I stare back at you as the Stone Age. I just think there's a lot of movies that people just have a lot of nostalgia with. I've watched all of the Lord of the Rings. Saw those all in the theaters as well. I haven't seen the Hobbits though. The Hobbit movies. I have seen the 90s Addams Family movie.
Genova, is this Star Wars? Hi, Genova.
Is this a Star War?
Yeah. Hi, Genova. We're playing Star Wars right now because I'm ruining everybody's favorite movies. Genova, happy 44 months. How are you doing, my friend? How is your day going?
Gravy.
Yes, Contact with Matthew McConaughey and Jodie Foster. I've seen that one. It used to scare me because I'm like, is she talking to aliens? I have not seen The Last Action Hero. I tried watching Twister last year because I hadn't seen it since childhood, and I got about an hour into it and realized I watched the wrong Twister. The one I watched. Oh, did you watch? What did you watch? There's another Twister? Lincoln Lawyer? No, I've heard of that one though. Isn't that based on like one of those crime books? Genova, I hope work's going okay. I'm sorry you have to work so late. I want to beat up your work. Star Wars because we're fighting over the best movie stars. Ayo! Yes. Wait, do I have an air horn on here? I haven't used an air horn in a while. Do I? No, I got rid of the air horn. However, this might apply.
Don't try this at home.
You really shouldn't. The Bill and Ted. I did see the first Bill and Ted. That's actually an episode of Katie hasn't seen that. Have I seen Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter? No, but I'd like to. I realize Lord of the Rings almost never gets brought up here. I am getting a bunch, so I haven't been on TikTok as much, which I think is probably better for me. But I've been starting to get Lord of the Rings content, and I'm okay with it. Like, there was a Zoom call that came up on my feed, and then, like, Ian McKellen joined, and I started to get emotional, and I'm like, well, clearly that was, like, a pivotal point in my childhood, is the Lord of the Rings franchise. The 13th Warrior was good, especially since it's based on a real person and his adventure with the telling of Beowulf. Beowulf was... I really enjoyed learning about Beowulf when I was younger. Warlord, I've not seen that movie, though. Hello, how are you? Goodfellas? I haven't seen Goodfellas, but I've heard good things about that. Attack the Gas Station? What is that one? Did you know that YouTube has a podcast tab now, and you could set your playlist if Katie hasn't blah, 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 blah. Videos as podcasts that'll add to your YouTube. Oh, I didn't know that, Rob. I should just fix that. Wop. Was a family drama? Oh my gosh. It wasn't good, it sounds like. It's a great B movie. Oh, I've just noticed by doing the podcast that a lot of the stuff people love it must be tied to nostalgia. The Brady Bunch movie, I think I did see that one and I didn't like it. No, I guess I haven't seen that one. Piano. Sounds like the TikTok algorithm is getting fixed. Yeah, I think being on it less has helped too. Is another one I liked at one time. His real life behavior made it harder to do over the years. What did he do? What did the McConaughey's do? It's literally like one click on the playlist setting and boom, it's done. Oh shit, I got to do that. I will forget. Being free of TikTok. I know, Tyler. I haven't deleted it because I still use it for Twitch stuff, but I'm tempted. I bet it's a beautiful... Is it like, can you skip through fields now? He just kept saying, whoa. You shall remind me of YouTube settings. I was like, oh, I could do it on stream. And I was like, no, I need to not do it on stream. I think I liked it overall, actually, but I spent a very long time wondering when the tornadoes would start. You're like, this is not how I remembered it. I have seen the Ace Ventura movies. I've seen both of them. What was it? Ace Ventura Pet Detective and Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. I have seen Tank Girl. I did that as an episode of Katie hasn't seen that. I've never heard of Falling Down. Skip through the fields. Let's go.
Cozy.
Sliver, thank you for 40 months. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing wonderful. Thank you for sticking with me for 40 months. I hope you're cozy and wrapped up in a banky right now. The Gray Man? No. I don't think I've seen... It sounds familiar. When you mentioned TikTok, I opened to see what I get, and the first two things are someone making a Stormtrooper helmet out of chocolate and a Dane Cook live stream. How's that going for you? You need to get back to listening to Katie hasn't seen that. Dude. Dane Cook has made some choices. Is it Ryan Gosling? Oh, it's a spy comedy. You want to know a thing? When you said Gray Man, I'm like, is it about an alien? I have not seen Hedwig and the Angry Inch. It's a Joel Schumacher movie from when he was actually good. Did he cook his career? All I'm saying is I think Hollywood's very predatory. And there's a lot of people in Hollywood who need to get checked, I think. And that if anyone's curious about any of the people we've talked about tonight, that doing a little Googling to educate yourself on... I'm so afraid to like anything anymore. Oh, that's a good call take. He streams on Twitch? Dane Cook streams on Twitch? What does he do? I looked it up and gave Twister from 1989 a 6.5. Probably would have rated higher if I wasn't disappointed about the lack of tornadoes for the first hour until I realized it was the wrong one. That's amazing. Oh, Shoemaker did Batman and Robin? I saw a bit of Batman and Robin. Is waiting. He's playing himself as a line cook, which he should be doing. Oh, well, you know, I remember seeing Waiting because I've worked in the food industry a lot, and I was like, holy shit. Do you not know who Dane Cook is, Tyler? Like, are you joking? He plays COD? What's it? I'm out of curiosity to say, does he stream as just like his username is Dane Cook on Twitch? Dane Cook Gaming. A lot of celebrities are doing Twitch streams nowadays. He's good at Mr. Books, a completely non-comedic movie. I don't know that I saw that one. Dane Cook? Does he work with Gordon Ramsay? Oh my god. I'm not playing Star Wars. Everybody else is, though. Hi, Big Mac. I went to a theater in another city with my kitchen crew, and yeah, it's real. Yeah, I worked in kitchens. Worked in a pizza kitchen. Waiting 3 times. I love Justin Long. Odias. I had the biggest crush on him when he was on Ed, which is a very deep cut TV show that the Foo Fighters had their theme, like the song for the show was by the Foo Fighters. But it's like a show that had like 3 seasons, and Justin Long's career started on that, and I had the biggest crush on him. The next time you try to explain Twitch to someone, you just mention some celebrities are on the platform. I should. Instead of people being like, oh, you're on the internet, huh? Okay. Also, can we talk about how AI is horrifying? I honestly don't find Dane Cook to be very funny. When I was younger, I did, because I thought he was hot. He's a hot boy who was funny. Like, I remember driving in the car, listening to Jim Gaffigan, Dimitri Martin, Dane Cook, having the time of my life on road trips. I don't know if his comedy holds up. Ed was amazing. Did you know about it too, Odious? I loved that show. Can you even watch it anywhere? Most people have never heard of that. Dane Cook, I know now because I see he played in Stuck on You. Justin Long. I have seen Zach and Mira make a porno. That bowling alley lawyer, right? Stronger is about Stuck on You. Stronger is about a Costco employee. I've not heard of that. It's about a Costco employee? That sounds like my kind of movie. Who is Dane? Oh my God, wait, what? Wait, what? He was in Galaxy Quest. He was also in Dodgeball. I've seen Galaxy Quest. Being in high school age helped make him funnier at the time. I think that's true, Trance. As an adult, I'm not sure if I would think he's very funny. He was on SNL. He hosted SNL. And the one joke that stuck out to me, and it's like every time I think of Dane Cook, I remember he did the pickles joke, but he also made a joke about, and I was like, ew, eating cashews off of his penis. Like using his penis to like launch cashews into his mouth. And I was like, that's gross. So unsanitary. You have the Tourcasm tour on DVD because the last stop was my college got to see the show. Was it good though, Rob, when you saw it? I've watched an obscene amount of CW shows. Oh my goodness. Me too though. I like the comedians too back then. These days I can't handle watching stand-up. Irrationally cringe for some reason. It has to be good stand-up for me, Sienna, to make it through. I did see Zach and Mira make a porno. Did you also see the name of the movie? Yes. Oh, see the movie of the same name? Wait, what? High Theory of Games. Yeah, if you watch his monologue, he makes a joke about it. But it was like, I just remember that stuck with me for some reason. Due to music clearance issues? Oh, that would make sense. The Foo Fighters go, no! Was just trying to make a dad joke. I was like, wait a second, did I say it wrong? Listen, sometimes jokes go over my head. Brings new meaning to unlimited nuts. I just was it was just gross. I just remember being like, that's not sanitary to eat your cashews that way, Dane. I find it kind of funny. You know what, Sienna? I get like cringe when like something cringy happens in like a drama show. Like, I can't think of an example, but like, oh, when I watched American Pie, for Katie hasn't seen that, and the dad is kind of coming, like I was literally like screaming on my couch. You like John Mulaney stand up? I do too. It's interesting because okay, John Mulaney, when I've watched his old stand-up, he talked about drug use a lot in his old stand-up, and everybody was like, what? He has a drug problem? And I was like, he talked about cocaine in almost all of his stand-up shows from what I remember. But like, I think that he technically, didn't he in a way get a little bit canceled? But I feel like the cancellation doesn't make sense, because it was more so about his reputation. I like my stand-up. I didn't do it long enough to get it that polished. Hey, that takes a lot to do, Rob. You should be proud of that. Well, yeah, he had like a few addictions, and I know he talks about it in his stand up. We got to see him live when he came through here recently, and then the show that just went on Netflix is like the show he did that we got to see. I want to finish it. I started it because I've seen most of it, but he added a few new bits that I haven't seen. High functioning addicts are a thing. Yeah, like kind of like high functioning depression or high functioning anxiety and that kind of thing. But I know like he got divorced, and like people are upset about the timeline of him dating Olivia Munn and having a baby. He also used to talk about how he didn't want kids, and people are like crucifying him for having a child, which it's kind of like, you're allowed to change your mind. But it was just interesting. He got like, his reputation took a hit. And I was like, I don't understand. Like, I felt like it was kind of not justified. Yeah, he was pretty open about it. I don't know. It's just interesting because like I heard that people were disappointed in him, which I guess that's fair. People can be disappointed. I just thought it was like, I can't imagine being under that amount of scrutiny for being human. The internet mob. Yes. Our limited vision of AI now is not horrible. It's more party trick. It's funny now, but I could see, like, I saw a fake beer commercial and I'm like, this is horrifying. How it was recreated is horrible and took advantage of contract workers and artists 100%. The way it is marketed as an end all be all right now, and how companies are trying to use it to replace hiring creatives is so infuriating. I agree with you. And I feel like it stresses me out because I'm like, what does it mean? Like, I refuse to use ChatGPT. I refuse to use any of these things, which in theory look like they work great and can help make content. But I'm also just like, I think it's too scary to dive into that. I love Craig Ferguson. And I love that he had to talk in his shows very open about his alcoholism and going through recovery. I think it's really brave of people to talk about these things. It's not easy. Like, you're not presenting the favorable side of yourself sometimes, or what is perceived as the favorable side. And I think it can be something that be very helpful for people in general. I never wanted kids or to be married. Now I have a wife and 4 kids. Clearly my life is a lie and I'm a terrible person. Never. I think him changing his mind made child-free people mad because that's what a lot of people use to bingo those who don't want those kids. I don't know. I think it's people who identified with him and then were like, this is my whole personality. Because I knew people who were like, John Mulaney's my whole personality. And then when that gets shaken, you know, like, he presented himself as a clean-cut comedian, grew up Catholic, like, you know what I mean? Like that fits in the box certain kind of person, and then goes, hey, I actually had some problems. Like, it's just, people got upset, you know? Good night, Chiro. Get some good sleep. Hi, Warlord. Welcome. I think, what, you've been here, right? Like, we've been talking a little bit. Google Docs offered me early access to an AI tool, and I said, oh, hell no, right? Yeah, I can't be around alcohol, and I'm likely to slip back into it. Skynet? Yeah, Skynet's are, dude. Hollywood is going to use AI to write scripts while the scripts writers are on strike. Dude. You know, if we just paid people what they were worth and owed. It knows nothing. It has no clue what anything is. Even our AI that is made to play one game can be beaten by amateurs because all it is probabilistic guesses without knowing what is going on or what it's doing. My God, the Bob Saget situation. Wait, what happened with Bob Saget? People about admitting their errors. Yeah, we're talking about like how John Mulaney and Craig Ferguson have talked openly about their drug addiction. Yeah, he separated from his wife in the recovery program. But that thing is too, is that everybody's also assuming like they have, it's the parasocial thing. Like their relationship was so public, but you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You're not there for every conversation. You're not there for what trials and tribulations people have. And people were upset about like I had mentioned, the timeline of his relationship, but nobody truly knows besides like the 3 of them. I suppose one day as people realize celebrities are people too, right? What Gothic said, it's not understanding the substance of anything. It's sort of like a pattern recognition. He was perceived as family friendly till people saw his stand up, which was very adult oriented. He also, I mean, oh, Bob Saget, if I remember, used to do what people call blue comedy. I'm not going to look it up though. I don't think I need that in my life, whatever that is. The talk goes into what Gothic's talking about. If you do remember, America remembers him as the dad from Full House. Oh, Full House. Oh yeah, I used to watch Full House growing up. I literally looked into one of her Instagram videos and didn't recognize him. He looks different now. Don't listen. No, I'm not gonna Google it. Yeah, Bob Saget was very dirty. I mean, I think he did. Like, but that's the thing people do is where like there's a juxtaposition of people. They have different facets and like they have different just because you're on a family-friendly show. I mean, I don't know what the joke. I'm not defending whatever this joke is. I don't know if it's inappropriate or not. Or like if it's towing the line in ways it shouldn't. But what I'm saying is like people are allowed to be on a family-friendly program and then also do comedy that is blue, or they can talk about sex. They can talk about adult things because they are inherently an adult. There's a whole documentary about the aristocrats as a joke. Oh, I think I've heard about that. All human beings have contradictory aspects of themselves, right? People aren't just one note. We're messy combinations and contradictions. I remember when I was growing up, what's his name? He married Meg Ryan. They got divorced. Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid made a movie when I was a teenager. And I remember him, it was all over the news because he kissed another man in it. And growing up in my house, like there was a news station on that was not just like, this is the end of America and that kind of stuff. And I just remember like looking at that now, I'm like, that is so shitty and so narrow-minded. And then you even look at when Brokeback Mountain came out. When that was not that long ago. 2005? And just, I saw a press conference that Heath Ledger did, and somebody was just like asking a question, but they were like really just like, how dare you? How dare you make this movie? And like his answer was so eloquent. And for it being, what is that, 18 years ago? Like, it's just, I don't know. In general, there's a lot of stuff that we still need a lot of forward momentum on. And I think we have come somewhat a ways in 20 years, but I just feel like in general, like, people just get an idea about somebody in their head, like Bob Saget being the family dad on TV, and then go, anything else he does is going to be under a microscope if he does anything that doesn't go along with that family dad persona. People aren't just one note. We're messy combinations and contradictions. This is why you need 2 Twitch channels. I can barely run one. That's Bob Saget. I don't know if any of you, I know, right, Gothic? It was awful. And then also, I knew Bob Saget in college because he did that Jamie Kennedy song, Circle, Circle, Dot, Dot, uh-huh. Yeah, I knew he passed away. He passed away in the last year. Like he said something in that song, like he's like, I got a cock like a donkey, as hard as a rock, because he was rapping in a Jamie Kennedy song. Tangential point, he seemed like a wise, good soul. I've seen this quote attributed to him and it stuck with me for a while. Everyone you meet always asks if you have a career or married or own a house, as if life was some kind of grocery list, but no one ever asks if you are happy. That is so true though. Yeah, I never really got, like, I had friends people I knew in youth group, who loved Heath Ledger. Like, he was in The Knight's Tale. I've never seen Knight's Tale, but they were like in love with him. So when he passed away, they were devastated. And I didn't really know much about him, but now, like, as I've gotten older and I've consumed more content with him, I did see 10 Things I Hate About You. I feel like, and the more content I see of him in interviews and things, I'm like, oh wow, he was also a victim of drug addiction. Yeah. It's so sad. Hi, Sales. Oh, shit. Welcome to the new day. What's the future like? Did you sleep well? Okay, hold on here. So why are we quoting what I said about people I knew in youth group? Liv Faust. I'm very curious. And with the oof after. Heath Ledger was great. Do you think I'd like A Knight's Tale, chat? Should I add that to the list as well? Is a fun movie. Haven't seen it since I was a teenager. That might be a good one. Okay. I'm behind. I'll get that. So Gothic's pretty much just saying, Mr. Kennedy, like, bringing up celebrity deaths in chat because you never know if somebody had a different experience with them. Like, you never know what that person might associate with the celebrity who died, and then they have to process it on camera. Heath Ledger's death was a mistake that could have happened to anyone. It's super sad. Yeah. I can't remember the context. It's so late that Sales is here. Knight's Tale is fun. Missed performances of Kevin Spacey. Thane, I've talked about this a little bit, I think on the podcast, and I've talked about it here a bit. Kevin Spacey used to be my favorite actor, and I didn't know, obviously, his personal situation and what he was getting up to, and so I feel like it's ruined all the movies that he's in, because I used to really love K-Pax. Youth group was a big, huge for you, too. The thought of people I knew in youth group, and it just brings a visceral vibe of people. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a lot of choice in my scenario. A lot of it was me doing with what I had. And, yeah. My best friend legit is one of her favorite movies. And memories, yeah. Go work, Sales. I hope it's good. Yeah. There's some, I guess for me, there's pain associated with stuff. His victim had a career now, and I'm happy for him. Heath Ledger and Brittany Murphy died. I know. Too young. I used to like Kevin. It's like one of those things, Breezy, like where I feel like conflicted about it because I'm like, oh, I used to really like Kevin Spacey, and I feel like, like I don't know if it's one of those things like, do I tell people that? Because I can't watch his stuff anymore. Yeah, no, that's fine, Liv Foss. I was just clarifying because you know how like in text chat sometimes it's hard to garner what the intention is. That's just why I asked. Ledger was in immense back pain for a few days. Oh, that's right. Forgot he already took his meds, doubled down, and went to sleep. Oh no. I knew it was drug related. I couldn't remember how. It's a bummer. It can't really be proved, but it cannot be proved it was on purpose either. Although I feel like most people here that were in group that would also agree with you on that, Katie. Yeah. You never liked him? I remember Dr. Drew Pinsky being frustrated at these young celebrity deaths. Man, Dr. Drew, I forgot about him. I hate that he was in Baby Driver. That's the thing, like, but here's the thing, Ansel Elgort, that's got that right. He's got some issues too. Hold on, I know what Baby Driver, because I've seen Baby Driver. It is Elgort. Look up his stuff. If I'm thinking, let me make sure. Yeah. So he has some stuff too. A lot of the stuff I'm not going to bring up because like I look at it and I'm like, oh, all these topics are not like easy to discuss on a stream that are not, they're triggering. They definitely be triggering to people. Didn't know about. Yeah, it's just awful. I didn't think you should feel bad for having loved Kevin Spacey because we knew what kind of person he is, to be honest. We didn't know. Yeah, he was talented. And then he just like, it's wild because it's like you have this idea of like, oh, I love their movies. I love the way they act. And I like feel like they're very talented. And then you learn about something that is unforgivable or something you can't just gloss over and be like, okay, well, you know, they did shitty things. Like, it comes down to the Harry Potter stuff too. So when I went through my closet, like I used to love Harry Potter. I think I still love the idea of Harry Potter because it helped me through a lot as a kid and as a teenager. It was an escape for me. The books got me through a lot. I looked forward to the books. And I had, so before we all knew how J.K. Rowling really felt, when we went on our anniversary trip to the UK, Mark booked like a tour at the Harry Potter movie place. So you could go see like the sets and the costumes and like this, like kind of be in a Harry Potter Hogsmeade, like all that kind of stuff, right? And so I was going through the closet and I had like a Hufflepuff thing because I was a Hufflepuff, and I had a butterbeer shirt, and I looked at them and I was like, I don't think I can wear these anymore. And so as I was like cleaning stuff out, I was like, I'm just gonna donate them. I don't know if they'll work for somebody else, but like it's just sad because it's like the things that I think I have a hard time like attaching myself to stuff now because I'm like, well, Kevin Spacey was a shit show, is a shit show. And then, yeah, Ezra Miller too. And like, he's in the new movie. I think they filmed that and they're just like, well, he's getting help now, or they're getting help. Excuse me. I don't know what their pronouns are. And that Ezra Miller has like publicly apologized or something, but I think they had already filmed the movie and they're like, we don't want to lose money on this. But it's kind of like the Harry Potter stuff. Edgar Wright is amazing director. Wait, what happened with Edgar Wright? Oh, no, nothing happened with Edgar Wright. Oh, for a minute there, I was like, don't tell me something about Edgar Wright now. I think you're saying because he did Baby Driver. Oh my God. It was magical. 1 Degree of Separation. With Harry Potter, JK still profits. At least Spacey won't get royalties. Yeah. Dr. Drew was someone I liked before realizing how exploitive he was. Yeah, he was. So was Dr. Phil. Crazy. The old things I love, I'm very sad those memories got corrupted and the enjoyment gets taken from you, right? And like, it's something to what, at least I have other things kind of like, I never really got that deep into Lord of the Rings. I'm like, maybe I should. Maybe I should start watching Lord of the Rings again. But there's just some like, Harry Potter was like written for kids, you know? We're tainted by terrible people being terrible. But I'd rather like, it's kind of like Joss Whedon too, because I know he's done some shitty stuff. And so I really like Firefly, but I feel like I can't love those things as fully as I did. Like Serenity used to be one of my favorite movies. And I'm like, I just feel like there's stuff that I'm just kind of like having to let go a bit of. But like, that's why I think I love The Mummy so much. And I still hold on so tightly to that. I forgot he directed Baby Driver. You have to learn to kill the artist, not the art, with the regards things like Spacey. Sometimes I can't separate the two. And I think for me, it really does depend on the severity of the situation. Like Kevin Spacey's been accused of like assaulting people. And I can't watch K-Pax or, not that I'm watching American Beauty or The Usual Suspects or something like that. And I can't, like, I see him and I see also the way he's acted over the last few years. And I'm just, I can't do it. I listen to Loveline once in a while. 1 ring to rule. Oh yeah, you got your keyboard ring. Hi, Sunbun. Watching Loveline when it aired on MTV. is so much easier said than done. Yeah. Separating the art from artist is a very case-by-case basis. It does. I think it depends very much on the severity of like what's occurred. Of the offense determines if I can separate art from artist, same Viata. I used to love Spaced. If you're talking about Spaced. Also, if you're wondering, I think you got bopped, Owl, because I know you keep bringing up commercials. It's just because I have to run I run commercials on here to help support the stream. I know that they can be frustrating. It's often an excuse to behave as if nothing has changed. Yeah. I put relaxing rain behind us. Space was a great show. That's a good show. And that Twitch monster makes her it's Father Bezos. I've never seen Love Live. I thought it was Love Line, but it's Love Live. One of my favorite book series was The Ender's Game and Ender Shadow that... Oh, hold on. Let me scroll for a second. Then I heard about his homophobia. Oh, really? I haven't been able to read any more of his books. You know, Son, I'm sorry that got ruined for you. Separating art from art is hard sometimes. I went through a bit of an existential crisis in my early 20s when I found out some stuff about the guy who ran the company that made my favorite J-pop group. Sounds silly to be so upset, but I had loved them. It's not silly, Sienna. Some of this stuff is like ingrained from like when we're kids. We love them. Like we love the things that brought us comfort when we were younger. A little different since the group members themselves weren't the issues, but I really struggled with the decision to keep supporting them since it was supporting an awful person. Kind of happened with boy bands here too, like NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys and Lou Pearlman. I've never seen it. I think I need to. Love Line, I mean. I loved that thing before I found out the person was an a-hole, so now I think the person's an a-hole, but I still love the thing that everyone else put around it as absolute garbage human. I have a hard time with it. It depends on what happened. And like the effect that it has had on people. I'm sorry that happened, Sienna. I can relate. And I think it is like a very case-by-case basis and very much like what you're able to reconcile in your heart kind of thing. Uh-oh, let me get my big old glass. But yeah, so I very much enjoy The Mummy and Brendan Fraser getting all this goodness that he's getting makes me so happy. I am slouching quite a bit. I'm so happy. It's not wine. Is that a big glass or is that Katie Tiny? Hi, Earth. How are you? It's a pretty big glass. How much water is in that glass? There's not much left. I filled it with my sink water or my fridge water. Let's see what size it is. It's 1.58 pint. Y'all gonna make me drink it? Brendan does fully deserve it. And The Mummy's so special. I just hope nothing ever comes out about The Mummy. I fucking love that movie, y'all. Let me have that, universe. Please let me keep The Mummy always and forever in my heart. 750 milliliters is what it says on there. Or it depends on my perception of how much harm, I guess. I'm not just sure, to be honest, so I don't hold me to that. Just my reactionary thought to this conversation. Yeah, it's totally, and it's personal. Like, I don't know. That's a big bottle. Are we playing Katie Waterhands tonight? Oh my God, I knew people in college who did Edward 40 Hands. I forgot about that. It was like this size. People would get some 40s and duct tape their hands to it. And the only way they came off is if you finished the 40s and you would have to pee so bad. Like if you didn't finish it, people would go pee with those on. I was like, I never did it. I knew people who did it and I was like, I don't need to do that. That's not on my bucket list. He's a big part of this movie. Not sure I can enjoy it anymore. Yeah. We'll always have the Scorpion King. Right, Earth? We were talking about everything all at once at the beginning. We went over to the dark side. How was Sam's Club? I've still never been to one. Who would do that? I've never heard of that, but you've never heard of Edward 40 Hands? Mark? Had you heard of Edward 40 Hands? Okay, Mark had heard of it. Maybe it was a Montana thing. Tape the... Oh, you heard of it from me? I don't know either. I would never. You'd have to pay me to pee while having 40 tied to my hands. 100%. But there's like, because you're so much liquid, like you'd either have to chug it. I don't know. Wearing sweatpants if I... Oh, elastic waistband. That's a pro tip. I always thought Edward 40 hands would be putting each finger in a bottle. Can you imagine? Better soda fountain and hot soft pretzels. No lines, smaller quantities. It's not Costco though. I do love a hot soft pretzel though. Kansas reporting in. Don't know if it's regional, but here's your data point. Okay, good to know. I went to Wisconsin. Think we all did drinking games. We had one called Quarters that was a made up game. We played that a little bit. It was like it was like table hockey, but then if you got to a certain point, okay, you know how they played True American or whatever on New Girl? Quarters was like that, but it was a made up game and they made their own board. It was like a board that had edges cut out, and then like when you had to drink, like, you would get to a point sometimes if you didn't do it right, like you would have to spin a quarter and chug your beer until the quarter stopped spinning. This was okay. Maybe it was an actual game, but this one seemed made up to me. Quarters drinking. I think it may have been different than what you all are thinking. No, we're not bouncing. We didn't bounce coins. It's not. Maybe it wasn't quarters. I can't remember what it was called. There were quarters involved. There was like several cups on the table. You didn't bounce it. Which is what I think. I looked it up. That's what quarters is. I think I'm just misremembering what it was called. There were quarters you used, and you would have to do like hockey stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I didn't do quarters because I did beer pong. God, we used to drink. The balls would fall on the floor, and then we'd still use them. Oh yeah, like it was just a nonsensical thing that like 10 people knew how to play. There was a water cup, but it was still on the floor. Ooh, you miss you drank? No, this was different. I think I can't remember. It's been too long. But there was you used a quarter. You would spin the quarter, and you would chug if you failed your turn. I don't know. It has nutritional value. I clearly haven't played a drinking game in a very long time. But I'm okay with that. They have places now where you can go play beer pong, like at a public, like it's like a place that's just for beer pong. The water cup that changed out after every cleaning, right? Totally. Oh my God. How unsanitary. Completely. As someone who hasn't played a drinking game, it always sounded wild hearing people's stories of them. It's just like an excuse to do something while you drink, I think. We put water in our cups and drank from a personal beverage. Oh my God. That is so much smarter than what I did and what we did. This is the Wild West out there. All 6 months I participated. Yeah, I mean, it can be fun because it's like goal-oriented. You're really shooting for the stars. Y'all, we didn't play a game tonight. I'm so sorry. I thought I would find the time to do it, and I enjoyed talking with you all way too much. I played beer pong once, and I was like, nah, I'm good. It's kind of hard from what I remember. It was not an easy thing. Is not enough? Need the cocoa water too? Obviously. Still haven't finished it. It is true, Gothic. It did. Oh my God, my eye is so itchy. I apologize. Chatting has been a lot of fun. It was nice listening to you all. I'm glad I could keep you company. I was never much of a drinker. I was not really either. When I went to college, like I didn't know how to connect with people. So I was like, drinking? Everyone's doing it. But there is a lot of that too, where I mean, as in retrospect, it was just a way to try to. I never really enjoyed it. It was never like there were moments that were fun, but it was stressful. And it was... So, like, I got stories that are not related. Well, I don't know. My life is a complicated mess, and maybe someday I'll break it down and share some of this stuff. Because I look back on some shit, and I'm like, how is that even a part of my life? You never went to college? That's okay. You don't need to go to college. You gotta do what works for you. Honestly, at this point, I got to meet Mark in college, so that was good. The international rules of drinking: you must drink your non-dominant hand. If you put your drink down at least one thumb's length away from the edge of the table, yells grenade. Oh, it sounds like you guys came up with a fun thing. Hi, Jeff. It gets very messy quickly. It sounds like it'd be fun, though. Before I run away and hide in the 1800s. If you're looking for books to read as a Castle fan, get the Castle books. You're welcome. Have a good night. You have a good night too, Mr. Kennedy. Go enjoy your evening. Put your feet up, relax, read a Castle book. Thanks for hanging out. If you fall asleep with your shoes on, you get drawn on. Hi, MD! MD, how you doing? Everybody go follow my friend MD. How you doing, friend? We just been chatting tonight. Alcohol-related regrets are quite common. If people drank in their past, they tend to have regrets because of it. Yeah, I don't have, like, many regrets about the drinking part. It's like the after effects of, well, I guess that's not, there's moments where I'm like, that could have gone differently. But like when my parents found out about it, and maybe one day I will share those stories. But yeah, I went to college for a couple years, but I lived in a college town. Though I do know that it's pretty common for people to be like, shit, I wish I didn't do that, you know? Drinking, because I have many stories that could be sitcoms. MD, you and me both, let's get to writing a show. We could do a show where it's like, we meet each other, like we make characters that are like supposed to represent us, and we meet each other, and then like we bond over our situational, comedic situations that people will think are funny, but were awful to live through. Could be worse. The youth pastor story. Dude, I like, as an adult now, I look at that and I'm like, are you shitting me? Ah. Drinking just facilitated a bit of the stupid I probably would have done anyway. I have more regrets about things I've done sober than I do about things I've done drunk. I remember telling people once to fuck off because I was sleeping with my shoes on sober because I didn't have a blanket and my feet were cold. Could always be sunny where it's always random things. Let's do it. Met at a bar every episode and narrate into the story of the episode. That'd be fun. It could be worse. Like, just the fact that at that situation, I was like, I needed that youth pastor to be there for me. Instead, he's like, I can make you into an example. Let's show the others what a failure you are. Jesus loves you. Oh, I was never a drinker, and to this day still don't drink. I don't drink very much. And I saw my dad drunk when I was younger, made me go, no, I don't have that happen. That's totally fair. I've had this idea about a sitcom I had called Life on Hold about working in a call center from, well, my experience working in a call center. Ryan, get in on this. You, MD, and me, we're doing it. Sounds like it'd be way too relatable. It could be fun. It could be fun, you know? Yeah, there's just a lot of things. One time my mom was so drunk that having gotten into bed naked, after having gotten to bed, yelled across the house that she was going to tell her neighbors to end their house party and did not put her clothes back on. I stopped her. She was opening the front door. Haru, I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. It's hard. Alcohol is something that affects people more than just like, we're having a fun time. Just gives me a headache and makes me sad for no reason. Jeff, one of the things I notice for me is that like, it makes me so tired and I feel like crap the next day. Yeah, but if you like it, hell yeah. Some people do enjoy it. I was a late drinker, told people I drank in high school, but I lied. I waited till the legal age of 19. I think I was the same MD. I didn't have any opportunities to drink until college, and I started when I was like 18 because everybody was doing it. Peer pressure, everybody. It's okay, Katie. When I told my youth pastor I knocked up my girlfriend when I was 19, he looked at me like a cockroach and just walked by without saying anything. A great moment in history. Odie, I'm so sorry. That's so awful. The feeling's too real. Oh my goodness. Odious, that's not fair and you didn't deserve that. It's in those moments that I like to remind myself that they are humans too, and they are following a specific rule book that they have decided is the only way. And you do occasionally, and you can meet people who are in that job title of quote unquote a youth pastor who is getting paid to do what he does. Who will have understanding and share the grace that apparently the book teaches them. But there's also a lot of people in those positions who feel like they are better than. And that really sucks. Nobody deserves to be treated like that. I would hope that those who make religion their whole thing would still treat people like they are human. 100%. There's so much, where I like, whatever works for anybody, whatever your religion, your spirituality, whatever makes you feel seen and makes you feel safe. I start to have the issue when it starts to hurt people when people are there needing help. It's too logical for some, right? Treating people like a human? Oh my goodness. What a novel concept. It sucks, but it helped in the long run because I'm not a hard right-wing piece of shit. You know what, Odious? Sometimes I think about stuff too, like religion specifically. I feel like I don't need that organized religion in my life. And I think there was enough situations that had happened to me to prove over and over again that I didn't need it. Because I tried so many different places and had the same result. And I just kind of went, I'm going to do what works for me. People are like that are why I left church at 12 after I graduated from Sunday school and had to hang around adults. A lot of it too is like the connections that I had formed, and then I thought you couldn't really genuinely be yourself. And like, and I know this is my experience. This isn't the experience that everybody else has had. But like, my experience was very much like, I felt very judged by people. I felt like an alien a lot of the time. And there was like popularity, there was cliques, there were groups. There was just a lot to it that I just, I don't know, wasn't for me. And enough times that shitty situations happen where I went, okay, I don't think this is gonna work out long term. But you just gotta do what works best for you. And I know like people don't generally like to talk about religion or politics. So we generally don't. I'm glad I didn't grow up with religion as part of my daily life. My mom and Nana weren't atheists, but they never forced anything like that. We were all rather slept late on Sundays than go to church. I got myself kicked out of church by asking questions. Hepatons, I asked a lot of questions too that pastors did not like. For a place where your rhetoric was taking off your mask, it wasn't very open for that. It's true. I found that people in my grade school were very heavily religious were the ones who were always heavily judgmental. And it sucks because I know like amongst every group there are like good beings and people who do and want to do the best they can. And it's just such a bummer that things get so messy and have real consequences for people. So it is very much about you have to do what's best for you and you gotta just put yourself first sometimes. And it doesn't mean that you're selfish. Like, honestly, good people are everywhere. Unfortunately, so are assholes. That is also a good thing. Always keep that in the back of your mind. Asshole or good person. But it is true that you do. I am learning that putting myself first is not selfish. And then my 2020, Jesus is my vaccine. Oh, baby. The last few years have been rough in this world, hasn't it? Oh, This massive scandal where I wanted to cut my hair. I also remember running into a girl at school from the church, and she begged me not to tell anyone at church I saw her wearing pants. I don't know why I said wedding pants. Oh my gosh, what a wild time. It's true, seat aside. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think it's important for people to recognize that. And like the thing is, some people walk away from it and had a great experience. Do you know what I mean? Like it was exactly what they needed. It was the place that helped them. It was the place that, like, I don't know what I would have done without it. And I think that sometimes it can be both. It can be really negative and really positive. I feel like not every, like, again, life is a gray area. I feel like a lot of these things, it's just so sad because I just feel like it's sad when, like, the good people get hurt by things. Yeah, Jurassic Clark. I do not fuck with Facebook. I can't imagine. I don't want to see wedding pants either. What about wedding slacks? Treat everyone as you wish to be treated, and ask yourself if you tell someone else to stand for it. If you're giving advice, best two pieces. That's the thing too, and I approach the internet that way too. Like, would I want someone to type that to me? Do you know what I mean? Like, would I want to comment? Like, would I do that? And a lot of times I'm like, no. So, like, I feel like it's just the golden rules that we're all taught, but, like, very few people seem to roll with. I was lucky enough to be raised Methodist, so there wasn't a rush of fanaticism. There's so many different denominations. Abusive family members hide behind the fact that they were churchgoers too, so I started to side-eye religion at a really young age. It's so odd, like, when you're an adult and you have more of that, like, kind of ability to look at things with a different lens. I have a Facebook. You never use it? I have a Facebook, too. I never use it, either. Only had old high school. But then you have your friends on there if you ever wanted to reach out to them, Tyler? Sounds like my kind of wedding chaps only. I just really do feel like you gotta do what is good for you. And you gotta just know that if you get a gut feeling about something, there's probably something to it. I have Facebook friends only for family and military friends. But I feel like Facebook has, like, remember when Facebook was just for college kids and then it became like everybody and then it got weird? Read something when you're in the bathroom. But for when people, there's a lot of complicated stuff with religion in general, and a lot of, like, hard situations that people who have been in certain religions for a long time and leaving those situations can be very difficult. I read that as high school and MySpace friends, and then I remember 1997. What does MS stand for? Is it MySpace? Which is the most liberal version. I never felt pressure to believe in things I didn't, which I appreciate. And that's the thing. Some people have really good experiences with their religion. It's just an honor to denominate. What does MS mean? Wait, what does it mean? It's not MySpace, is it? Oh my gosh. Middle school. Wasn't MySpace. I was like, multiple sclerosis? Oh no! Microsoft? Is MySpace still around? But I do want you all to know that I would put you in my top 8. Okay? It is still a thing. But yeah, I usually try to avoid talking about religion because I know it can be a hot button. It can be a hot issue. Same as politics. It's a micro sandwich. That's right. Are we all gonna fit? Yeah. I want to make you fit in the top 8. It was top 12 by the time, like, it ended, I'm pretty sure. What would have been my top? What would have been my 4 songs playing on your mind. You could do 4 songs? I thought you could only do 1. I had Graduate by Third Eye Blind. Was it Graduate? That one was on there for a while. That was a great song. Yeah. Could you do 4 songs? Oh yeah, you could do like a mini playlist, right? I forgot my login for my MySpace and it makes me sad. I wish I could go revisit that MySpace where Dane Cook became famous. We just had a full circle moment. That's not sus at all. I believe it was 4 songs. I think you're right. I think there was a playlist by the time it ended. Making us fit into the top 8. I will make it work. Chat, thank you for indulging me in conversation tonight. This Friday, I'm going to be interviewing Paul Rashid, so please go check out the pinned tweet. Go like it and retweet it. We're going to be playing 10 dates. Paul's going to be doing commentary, but I'm also going to be interviewing Paul. And you all, if you have questions you'd like to ask about the FMVs that he's done, the process, please get the gears turned and sit in your question chair. Come up with some questions for Friday. And that's going to be at 10 a.m. Pacific. I almost said Mountain. 10 a.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. British Standard Time. I loved HTML. I taught myself HTML because of Neopets. Met a lot of former Mormons. Oh yeah, it got a lot of visibility. It's important that you find your people, and I feel like on Twitch I've found my people, and I very much appreciate all of you. Thank you for being accepting of me, and thank you for taking time and spending with me and sharing your lives and moments that have been important to you or hard, and like literally that you are a part of this community that we've created. People here on Twitch? Yeah, I don't know. I always appreciate y'all. Sometimes I know it's my brain's ping-ponging all over the place and y'all keep up with me, and so I appreciate it so very much. Remember animated mouse arrows? Oh my god! Even you, Sunbun. Thank you for creating a spot on the internet where we can have this. Thank you for being here, Gothic. No, you! Neopets? That's why I learned HTML. Yes, Sienna! Oh, I know I don't always get over here, but I'm always happy to be here. Thank you, Jurassic Clark. I always appreciate anybody who has spends any amount of time here. It does not ever not amaze me. Did I use too many negatives there? That you all take time to spend with me, and literally, I don't know, it still baffles my brain that people do that. So, no, you hang up first. Oh, let me get my thank you squeen. I'm gonna go eat dinner. I'm gonna go take off the makeup I have on, and I'm going to eat some din din. My Fitbit is telling me that I need to go to sleep. You generally look forward to KPP streams, Ryan? No! What? Thank you. Ryan, I appreciate you. You're a wonderful person. I hope you know that. You did it not use enough negatives. Real talk with the Katies on Twitch always. Odious, I appreciate it. It's burrito bowl time. I'm excited about some burrito bowls. Let's go. Very, very, very much appreciative that you all are here. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you know that you're special, because you all very much are special. Neopets and the giant omelet. Thank you all for being... I know the rain is just kind of nice right now. I gotta say, the rain is just kind of nice right now. Thank you for stream, y'all. We're gonna go... We're gonna go raid the Goobers. Goobers is playing Dark Souls Remastered. I don't think I've ever seen this one. So we're gonna go only 1 death. So let's go see how many deaths the Goobs gets. It's raining here too, so it's fitting. You got to meet Goobs. A lot of you, some of you did at the summit. Oh, look, it's my name. Sorry, I put my mouth right on there. Y'all follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTubes. Discord? Yeah. I got merch. I got 2 podcasts. If you like talking about movies tonight and you want to hear my thoughts, I have like 50 episodes of Katie Hasn't Seen That, I think. 40 to 50. So, go look up. You can find the movie titles in the thing if you want to just like spot listen. Also, I have Quantum Drive where we talk about the Orville with my friend Rob. Dal, thank you for being here. I'm going to talk too much and then it's going to be like we're going. Go to Ko-fi. If you want to support Katie Hasn't Seen That season 3, or if you just like what I do and you want to show me some extra love, I've got some secret projects in the mix. I got some stuff up and coming that I'm very excited about, and I hope you all know you're very special. I don't know that I'm forgetting anything. Thank you for being here. Go cuddle up in a Bankies. Get yourself a burrito bowl. 44 episodes. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. Y'all, I adore you. Take care of yourselves. Eat something delicious tonight, okay? Give yourself a treat. I'm going to need to be done here soon. I love you. Thank you so much. You're cute. You're beautiful. You're wonderful beings. And I'm super grateful to know you. And I hope tomorrow's a beautiful day or else. Okay? Bye, everybody.